little bit. I was like,
Well, it's okay. It's okay.
Do you know what? We've been talking all this time, and I hadn't even gone live.
Oh, really?
oh,
Nice spoof. I hadn't hit
Nice
the go
spoof.
live button.
Oh, wow.
Such
You
it's
know,
an idiot.
well, you know
it's
what's not
Friday.
fair? It's like you have it scheduled and they have like a countdown, and when it's a minute to showtime, it says waiting for Carla and friends. That's it'll make you always seem like you're always a minute late. It should have
Oh,
like after 9 it should be waiting for Carla and friends, not before.
Well,
You
I
know.
know. I just noticed it said go live at the top, and I'm like, aren't I live? I didn't hit the go live button. I'm such a dumbass.
it's
Well, it's okay. It
Friday.
happens.
It's
It's Friday.
Friday, and we're
I'm
both
happy.
late. We both woke up late, so
Yeah, yeah. I slept in because I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow! I went to bed about.
you're gonna be tired.
I went to bed about 2, so I wasn't too bad. Cause we wrapped things up pretty soon after you left.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was like, I should probably get some sleep too.
Yeah, I went to bed like shortly after that too because I was tired.
Yeah, that was a good live stream. I mean, that was pretty
It
cool.
was.
And
Mhm.
yeah, it was
Who
fun.
did you all have on your panel?
Spoof. I forgot what the other guy's name was.
Riley and then Melly came up too earlier.
Oh, I missed Melly.
Melly
I
came
don't
up.
know who the other one is. Riley?
Riley, that's from. I've known him for a long time.
Oh, that's a
He's
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he has a disability and makes him look younger than he really is.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I would love to look
Boy,
like
I'd love
that.
to have that disability.
Sorry, I don't mean to be, but that's okay.
I can't remember the name of it though. I mean, it's like it has like a. I can't. Well, he talks about it, though. I'm not like giving any secrets out. He's talked about it before.
Hi, Freeside.
I said
Ginger.
hi, Ginger. Come on up.
Hi, Jen Lux. Hi, Spoof.
Spoof, if
Spoof.
you want to come up,
Spoof.
come
Yeah,
on up. Come on down.
it's
Come on
it's
down,
a Friday.
come on up.
It's a
Like
Friday
the Price is
party.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a Friday party.
You know, that's another one we could play on here. Is we could put a product up and see if who comes the closest to guessing the price of it. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you, Ginger Lux. YouTube is weird. Like the YouTube will unsubscribe people. I don't know why they do that though. But she
I
said,
know. Yeah, I'm unsubscribed to a bunch of channels that I never unsubscribed to, and it pisses me off because then
"What
I
does
don't
it?"
get.
Yeah.
Then I don't get. And another thing is, I will get notifications like an hour after the live is over with,
Yeah.
and it'll say, "This live ended like an hour ago."
Yeah.
Pisses
Right.
I
me
know.
off.
Well, I'll get notifications on Facebook saying that Jadestown went live. Of course, I know I went live with my channel.
I'm getting.
That makes
I
no
get my own notifications too in email.
Yeah, it makes no
Like
sense.
that.
I know
Carla
it.
and Friends went live.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kidding? I didn't know that.
Because they're sending out a mass.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, that's because hello, keyboard's turning.
So Jason, they're gonna fix what they did to me. You know how they were wrong, what they did to me, and
Yeah.
how they messed up. And so I'm having surgery on the 17th of May. So.
Well, I'm glad you're having surgery, but I mean, I wish it was sooner.
Well, yeah, but he scared the crap out of me, telling me all the things that can go wrong.
Oh no!
I guess you have to. You could have a heart attack. You could do this. You could do this. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't tell me that. I
But
know.
after that, you'd be terrified.
Well,
Yeah.
they're supposed to tell you. I mean,
Yeah.
didn't your
Right.
your doctor
But
should
when
have
he
told you?
said, I'm gonna be cutting you wide open, and then we clamp you open, and we have to put this thing in. It's like, I'm like, oh,
That's just
please don't
painful
tell me
here.
that.
That's painful here.
I told her she'll be okay. She's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning. Happy Friday.
Morning.
Happy Friday, everybody.
I did
Or
like
German 7. Sorry.
Jim said. Oh,
What? Oh, today's my parents' anniversary.
oh,
I
happy
just noticed
anniversary!
the date.
Happy anniversary to your parents.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think it's 65 or 66 years.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's crazy that you
I
get
know.
My parents are like that too. Like they're just around the 60, if not more. Oh, they're totally
Yeah.
over 60. I'm like, I was a teenager when we celebrated their 50. I'm like, oh yeah, that wasn't that long ago. No, I was like a
When my
teen.
dad passed away, my mom said, "I'll never get married again," and she never did. She
Oh,
said, "No, I will
Well,
never get married again," and she
it's
never
their
did.
one true love.
yeah.
Well, she just didn't want to have a man in her life again. No, she just said she never did. She never looked for one. She never dated. She never dated one person after she
Wow.
passed away.
That's-
She was done then.
Oh, she was done. Yeah.
Well,
And my
that's-
grandmother was the same. When my grandfather died when he was 57, he drank himself to death. And she
oh,
said, "I will never have another man." And he treated her like shit.
Mm,
You know how alcoholics
Yeah.
aren't very nice. Well, he was not. He was a mean alcoholic.
you mean drunk,
My
At
mom,
that point, I think I would want a wife.
right?
Right? Don't you want a wife? Yeah.
Right. Like
well,
that.
she just wanted to be on her own. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
remember
don't blame her.
my mom told me this. She said he went after my grandmother one time, and my mom went up and she put her fist on the table, and she said, "Don't you ever touch her again."
Damn.
And then
Woo.
I was a baby at the time, and I was the first girl in the family, and so she knocked on his door, and she goes, "Can you? Do you want to see Carla?" He said, "I didn't think you were ever going to let me see her again." He goes, "I'll let you see her, but don't you touch her ever again."
That was his daughter.
No, that was my mom.
Oh,
They were visiting. Yeah. It was, yeah, my grandfather was mean drunk. There's nothing worse than a mean
a
drunk.
mean drunk is a bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Have
My
you
God,
been around,
my
have you ever been
internet is
around a mean
terrible.
drunk? I mean, my
Oh, I
dad
have.
was an alcoholic, but he was a
A little.
happy drunk.
God.
You know what I mean? He was happy when he got drunk. We wanted him to drink because he was so happy.
Really?
Oh, I had friends that way that they were so much nicer when they drank. I'm like, come on, keep drinking. Come on.
Yeah, that was my dad. He was really nice when he was drunk, but you know, when he was not drunk, maybe because there was no alcohol in his system, he would just be just not mean, but he would just wouldn't be as easy to joke around with and stuff. But when he was drunk, holy cow!
Holy cow.
German 7. That's this first time I've ever seen German
Yeah.
7. You know
Yeah.
them, Jason?
Nope. Don't
That's the
know.
first time I've seen them.
Don't know.
I'm not looking at the chat. I'm sorry.
It's a troll.
Yeah, they fixed my problem I had at the bank.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Monday. Did I tell you about what happened?
No.
Yeah, I cashed my
Yeah.
I wrote a check to the to the borough for my water bill. It was like a little over $100, right? And then someone else cashed set a check in. They cashed that check into my account too. They took another $100 on my account. It happened last Thursday. I didn't catch it until Saturday. I called the borough and she said that the bank screwed up and they fixed it that night. But they took another $100 on my account. I didn't even know it for a couple of days.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's right behind when they catch that check. I don't know what the lady was doing. It might have been the one lady that actually deposited my money to another account one time.
That sucks.
Yeah, I fixed all that though. But they gave me my $100 back. But I didn't notice that until a couple of days later.
Come
When I
on.
was looking at my online account. Yeah, that was messed up.
I never look at my bank account, to be honest with you, except when
Oh,
it
well,
comes.
that's not a good thing.
When it comes in the
Yeah.
mail, I watch it
Yeah.
that because I never
Yeah.
use my bank card. Never.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I mean,
Well,
So if there's any transactions, you're
Yeah.
suspicious.
yeah.
Yeah, my
Well, I
husband
mean-
always gives me cash
Yeah.
in the morning,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
what I use. So
Wow. Cash is a dying breed, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, people. You should see how people look at you when you pay in cash. It's like,
They're like, I don't know what to do with this. What do you want?
Well, they said they have a thing where you could tap the thing now. So I took my card and I tapped it, and I said, "No, you have to have a thing built into." Oh, okay. I didn't know. I just thought I just tapped it and paid for it. I didn't know. Man, you see those tap and pay things? So I had like that little chip in it. I thought that would do it. No, you have to have like a little thing built into it so you can tap it now. You ever seen those little things you tap it when you use like a debit card or something like that? That thing was
Yes.
weird.
Yes.
pretty soon they're
Where
not gonna let you pay with
it's
cash.
it's
Yeah.
too easy. It's too easy to spend money.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like to pull out and just tap it against something and your money's gone.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I tried. I didn't
Guys,
know. I tried it because I had it there, but it didn't work because I didn't have the thing on it. I thought if you had a chip, you could do that too. But no, it is too easy. Just like buying stuff online, it's way
Oh,
too
shit.
easy.
Oh,
And it gets
shit.
Mhm.
ridiculous.
My husband will not
Yeah.
buy anything online ever, anytime.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
like,
God, my life is online when it comes to
Yeah.
anything I'm buying.
Yeah.
Hi, honey bunch.
Hi, Honey Bunch. Hi, Honey
Hi.
Bunch. Hi, Fondo and Dorsey.
Oh, shit.
Used to be a cereal, Honey Bunches of O's.
Yeah,
That's
yep.
what I said when I
Yep.
first met her. I'm
Oh.
like, every time I see her, I'm going to think of that.
hey, Bailey.
Bales.
Bailey,
Hi,
hello.
Bailey.
Nanya, look backstage.
I am
I know.
looking
It
for
was
my
an
bag.
accident. I don't
Okay.
see it. It
I'm
was an
hiding.
accident because that I was looking at.
The freak.
I'll tell you in a
Sorry.
second.
Okay. Yeah, because that wasn't a bad thing that you said.
No, I was looking at.
Hi, Honey Bunch. I love that name, Honey Bunch. Honey Bunch is ooh.
Yeah.
We all said it.
Oats.
There,
That's
Carla.
what I think of when I see her name, Honey
Well,
Bunch.
that's what I just thought of as well. I remember that commercial very clearly.
Yeah.
I also like Golden Grams. Do they still make Golden Grams? Those were good.
They are still available. I thought, I was buying them, and I swear to God, my daughter's like, Mom, I really like these. So I started buying them. She came to me. She's like, Why are you buying these? I don't like them.
MG. My husband brought some, I guess it's Boost home. And
Yeah.
he brought one that was birthday cake flavored. It's really good. Oh, my,
Really?
Never
Oh, I
had
can't
that.
What?
really good.
stand those. Whoa.
And it tastes just like a birthday cake.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Cheerios?
He said it's a thing that, when people have stomach aches, like I've been getting lately, it's a
Right.
thing people just stop eating. They
Oh,
just,
absolutely.
it's a real thing. Yeah.
And that's what Boost is made for. Yeah.
Yeah, he says I've had customers, or not customers, but patients that will literally throw up and and it's all because they get stomach aches, and it's a thing. And I said, yeah, and I've lost 9 pounds since the last time, which was
Damn,
only
Carla.
a while ago.
Wow.
And
Yeah, you can't be losing any more weight, sweetie.
No.
well,
She won't eat. What did you? Could she take that? That
well,
drink?
I've got it now. I've got those things. So, but you know what? They're so sweet that it's hard for me to drink. It's
Water
hard
it down.
for me to
Then.
drink a whole one. I can drink a half of one.
You could water it down if you want.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of
Well,
those.
good morning, Carla.
How are you?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Hey,
Good.
Fulton, how are you?
Good morning.
I'm doing all right.
What's up? What's on the menu today?
I gotta go to work today.
Oh, what
Well,
time
at
do you
least
have
it's
to leave?
Friday.
You all say that
Yeah,
like
I
it's
guess
a
it
bad
is.
thing. I'm like,
I
I
know.
want to go to work.
I know. I know.
God, no.
I know.
Well, I used to love going to work, but I kind of like being at home now because then I can do
No.
what I want when I want.
No,
Hi, Hunter. Is
I
that
would rather be working.
Hunter?
I
I'm with
desperately
you.
miss it.
Hunter?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Tanner?
Harder? What is it?
Tanner.
Tanner?
Oh, okay.
H-A-N-E-R.
Nope.
There's
That's what I would.
some
That's
here
what I
I've
would.
never seen.
I'll look at it. I'll look at it.
Oh. You know what? You know what's a good movie? Is have you ever seen Hesher before? It has
Mm-mm.
Rainn Wilson in that. That one guy from Third Rock from Sun, that younger. I can't remember his name. Gordon
Oh,
Levitt.
Joseph Levitt,
Yeah,
Joseph. He's
Yeah,
another three namer.
yeah.
yeah. That I mean that.
Joseph, is it
What's
Joseph
that?
Levitt Gordon? Isn't it something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He
That's
doesn't
it.
have anything on it. I think it's a troll, Carla. I'm gonna get rid of it.
And Hesher was awesome. That was a
Well,
great
wait
movie.
until if he says something, if he doesn't say anything bad, don't.
I think
Yeah.
Piper Laurie was in that too. That old classic actress. Might have been her last movie, but it was a good
Have
movie.
you ever seen The Man from Canada?
No.
No.
That's Woody Harrelson.
A
Is
Man from Canada.
The Man from Canada. It's a comedy. They get
Oh.
this guy mixed up with this assassin or this, oh my God. It's
Oh
so,
no, with Woody Harrelson and
that black guy, that black.
yeah. I saw that. That was awesome.
Oh, okay, honey bunch.
So funny.
I
'Cause he
reviewed
didn't
that,
know
too.
what was
Yeah.
going on. He goes in this house and they're torturing this poor guy, and he's like, and they want him to do it.
I know. No. I saw that though. It took me a second for it to register because the name, the title, didn't jump out. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
Simon would know him. Simon
Yeah.
knows all the trolls.
Yeah, I have a ton of movie reviews. That was a good one too.
I really want to see The Whale. That's what I really want to
What's
see.
that about?
Oh, Brendan Fraser. Yeah, it's
Yes, because I love him. I
Because you
love
love
him.
Brandon
Is
Fraser.
that what he won the Academy Award for?
yes.
Yes, yes.
He did?
It's not.
What's
It's
that
definitely not. It's not a feel-good movie at all.
No.
But it is. It's about a guy, and it's 2020, and he's working from home, and he's so fat, and he doesn't fit in things, and he was a bad father. And Sadie Sink, who is she's the redhead from Stranger
Oh my God.
Things. She's in it, and she's an amazing actress, Sadie Sink. And yeah, it's a real.
Yeah, they
It
said
looks
that
like a really good movie,
That
and I
was
really
his
want to
big
watch it.
comeback because he was out of the league.
I loved him back in the day. I had such a major crush. I still do. I still do.
He gained a lot of weight before. Now, when I saw him at the Academy Awards, he looked like he was fit as a fiddle.
Well, yeah, he's getting roles again and stuff.
He's getting,
So,
yeah.
and see, he has, because of all the stuff that he's done for his movies. He would always go over and beyond. So he really trashed his body when he was doing like The Mummy
He
and
was
all
probably
these.
depressed,
Well,
He did,
his
what,
body
3?
gave out on him.
because when you're on at the top, and then all of a sudden you can't get work to save your life,
I mean, he still did stuff. It was just smaller things.
Yeah, but when you're used to being at the top, and then all of a sudden,
Well, and
He
he
was on
like
that
he
show for-
said, he's like, I was never really gone to begin with.
Well, he was on that show for DC. We watched that superhero show DC. I can't remember what the heck it was called. He played it. I mean, it was a weird show. It's I can't remember what it's called though. But we saw it.
Was it the one that was on FX?
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, he was. That's when I guess that was about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was watching it too, and I forget what the name of it is. It was about money. I forget the name though.
my husband's into watching movies. Like every night, we watch a different movie.
My
I watched
husband
a
won't
real
watch a freaking
boring
movie.
the other night, and it was
Ugh.
really boring. I fell asleep.
What movie was boring?
I don't know. I can't remember what it was called. It was about this couple, but it was so boring.
No.
It was really boring.
If you get kids,
It wasn't a
Okay.
United States movie. It was from
Yeah.
Spain or something. You could tell that it was dubbed. But
Bailey, what is it on? Is it on
oh, I seen Barbarian.
what is
I
it?
seen it.
What is it on?
I think it might be it was on HBO. I think that's a horror movie. That movie's messed up. I reviewed that.
oh,
With
really?
Oh, Barbarian.
Barbarian. Yeah.
Barbarian.
Barbarian. Yeah.
Like Cocaine Bear.
So,
Yeah, it's a new horror film,
so
yeah.
I
um,
actually want to see that
can
Cocaine
do
Bear.
a stream.
I
You want
want-
to see
me too.
Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
me
do
too.
too, but it's
Oh
Me
my
too.
God.
I'm not going to pay $20
You
to
know that
watch
they
it.
took that from a real thing that
Yeah.
happened.
It's apparently a real story. I'm like,
Yeah, it
oh
is.
my God.
Yeah, but the real story is the bear died. You
Yeah.
know, and
Oh
overdosed
my
Watching
God.
Naked
died.
and Afraid. My husband watches that
Oh.
show all the time.
What's
Naked
that?
and, Naked and Afraid.
If I'm out of my house, then I'm naked and afraid if I'm naked. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good double feature with that Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, that Winnie the Pooh horror film that's out now. You
Huh?
know about that? There's a Winnie the Pooh horror film out now.
No.
Winnie the
Yeah.
Pooh horror film.
Yeah.
Guys.
Come
Yeah.
on, spoof.
Yeah, they lost.
I
Winnie the
said
Pooh
it.
was- Yeah,
When she first came in, Bailey, you weren't there yet. And I'm like,
yeah.
Honey Bunch, I'm going to call you Honey Bunches of O's.
I know. That's so cool.
Yep.
Are we all thinking about that right now?
Yeah. She goes,
Honey bunches of those. That's why they
because she
call
goes,
it the best of
I'm
the best.
pretty sure I'm the first to say it. I said, nope, because you weren't even in there. When she first came in, I was like, Honey
Ray
Bunch.
Liotta, that was his last movie.
Yeah.
Was Cocaine Bear. I think he died just
Yeah.
after he died.
Really?
Yeah, I was reading up about him, and they said he died in his sleep.
Who?
Oh.
Who was that?
Ray Liotta.
Liotta, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I loved him.
Me
I
too.
really did.
I thought he was an awesome actor.
He was
Yeah,
a
he
great
was.
actor.
Goodfellas is one of the best movies.
Best movies ever, right? Hands down.
If it's
Yep.
on, I can sit and watch it straight
Oh
through
my God, me too.
every time.
Love
I
that
could
movie.
never get sick of that movie.
His laugh kills me. His laugh is so infectious.
Oh
too.
yeah.
When they
Oh
shot,
yeah.
when he shot Spider in the foot, and he's like,
Yeah.
"What did you do that for? Now we gotta clean it." And he starts laughing.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
that laugh he has.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was
But-
very loud and boisterous.
Oh, long ago in the day. Okay.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, oh man, when you were talking about the thing about garlic and sliced it with a razor blade, I immediately thought Goodfellas when they were making that food for.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
told him, I said how my grandmother used to slice it real. She taught us how to slice it real thin, so it melts into the gravy, or we call it spaghetti sauce.
That's the part where he's
And-
cutting the garlic so
Yes,
thin.
with
Yes.
and he goes, I don't. Yeah, he goes. They did it on and he told the movie, and I said, yeah. And when I saw it, I'm like, hey, that's what we do. Hey,
I know. So cool and Goodfellas.
I'm like, it's so funny how the little things like make
Yeah.
you so excited. But I said, see, my friend, where did I hear? I said one of someone told me about. What did I tell you? Someone told me about the razor blade, and they said try that because you have more control over it, and it slices it really thin.
Oh my.
And I did, and I was like, it does work. It really does work, but you have to be careful
Razor blade for what?
to cut the garlic.
To cut garlic for
Oh
sauce.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
I
it
just
comes
slam
out-
it.
No,
Slam
because
it.
I can't even eat it.
I
now.
can't eat it. So if you make it very, very thin, it melts into
Yeah.
the sauce. So it's better.
I love it. I love the taste of it. I love the smell of it. But yeah.
Well, I didn't put a lot in there because I don't like garlic. I don't like garlic.
I
No.
can't. If I eat garlic, I taste it
Yeah.
for days and
Right.
days. And
It's in your pores.
so I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's so good. I
to
can't.
like that when I ate a Burger King. I think it was a Burger King hamburger.
Mm.
I
And then
could
you're
smell it on
belching
my
it up
hands
all
Yeah.
day too.
for
Yeah.
a long
Oh.
time.
Well, I can't eat any of that stuff anymore. Anyway, if it's potatoes or eggs, I can eat it. Other than that, I don't eat.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what my doctor said. You should ask your doctor about that because that's a real thing.
what?
It's a real thing.
People will stop eating
Well, it's not
What
they
was
stop,
that?
it's a can't.
because you're afraid to eat because you
Oh no, that's not my reason. I want to eat. And
I
it's
know,
just-
honey bunch. So does my sister.
I know. I do. I used to. Too many people complain, and I mean, so I don't use it as much as I used to.
I want a filet mignon so badly,
That sounds
like
good.
I wanna-
so
yeah.
badly. Cooked
I want to eat,
medium.
but I know if I
Mm.
eat, I told him too.
I like
said,
it medium
know
rare,
if I
medium
eat
well.
even a little,
Mm.
it's gonna affect me. He said, yeah, that's the thing. He goes, some of my patients, they stop eating because it's just too painful to eat. I said, yeah, that's me. And I lost 9 pounds, you know.
That's
You've
like,
lost more than 9 pounds
yeah,
since
you have
everything.
right.
What's that?
I said you lost more than 9 pounds because you used to complain because you put COVID weight on, and now it's all off.
Yeah, the COVID weight is all off.
Yeah, we told you you'd lose that.
And I went down 2 sizes in my jeans, which, you know, I couldn't get in these jeans before. Now they slip on.
And you're probably that is one thing that if you don't get to eat, you miss food. At least that's one thing that makes you feel good is putting on clothes and feeling good in clothes.
Well, yeah, but not for the reason I'm the
No,
issue I'm
same,
having.
same.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be.
How much more weight have you lost? You've lost a lot of weight.
I've lost a lot of weight, but because of my feeding tube, which it still does work, it's just I don't know what's going. They think maybe the tube might be causing the problems that I've been having, and I really don't want to get into it because it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
So it's just ridiculously painful.
Hey, Jojo,
Hi, Jojo.
Mister.
Hi, Jojo.
But you must have lost more weight.
Probably. I don't like my doctor knows my weight. I don't want to know my weight because I'm not in control.
That's the first thing I wanted to know.
No, I don't. Because I have no control over it.
But you can feel it
Right.
if you've lost weight. You can feel it by your clothes. You can feel it. You know what I mean?
Me anymore? No, I don't.
But you can.
I don't feel it
if you've lost weight.
My clothes will fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
My clothes will fit. Slightly better. Or weight. Like a lot of my clothes are way too big. There's so much stuff I had to give away. And that I donated. And I didn't want to give it away. My mother-in-law was like, "You're never going to fit into these again." I'm like, "What if I gain it back?" She's like, "With the way you can eat, I don't see you gaining it back." I'm like,
Yeah, but you never know. They might come up with something where you can eat. They're doing things. They're learning things, and you know what I mean. Like the medical field is, learning things.
I know that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't throw my clothes away. I still got all my clothes when I was a size 5.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been a size 5 since high school.
Get to 116. My doctor said you were 116 pounds a year and a half ago. I'm like, was I? He goes, yeah. You really put on the pork. Which you don't want to hear from your doctor.
I'm sorry, 116 is a very low weight.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I was in a size 5 pants. I was really small. I was really tiny. So, yeah. Because he went through all my weights that,
How long has he been your doctor?
What's that?
How long has he been your doctor?
Since 2004. So.
Paula, I better get going. I'll talk to you next week.
Oh,
okay, Colton, come back.
Bye.
Bye.
I forgot he was up here. Oh my God, poor boy.
He's probably like these people. They don't shut up.
Yeah, but you know what? They weigh me with my big Uggs on, and they weigh me. The last time I went to the doctor, I had my purse over my shoulder. They weighed me with.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna take all that stuff off.
I didn't.
Mojo, I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's just extra weight.
Well, I know it does.
Oh, Mojo's good friend passed away yesterday morning.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Mojo, I'm so sorry.
Stella's van life. Why do I've heard of that.
Is she from here?
Left a big hole in my
many YouTubers that have passed
my
away.
other community. It was in our other community.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
May she rest in peace.
Rest in
Yep.
peace.
Sorry, Jojo.
We're losing a lot of people,
Yeah, I've noticed that.
right?
Yeah, my niece is like that, Bailey. She cannot gain weight. The only time she gained weight was a little bit when she was pregnant. And she had 3 kids, and she gained a little, and she was so happy that she was able to gain weight. But after she gave birth, she went, gosh, you should see her waist. Her waist is like the size of, I don't know. She's so tiny.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
I wasn't sure if you were saying she was small or big.
Oh no, she was tiny. She still is. Now she is. She had 3 kids, and she was so happy because she had gained, she had gained a little bit of weight.
Well,
oh,
Like she,
Bailey was just saying, like, for some people, it's super hard to gain weight, like it is for other people to lose.
yeah,
And see, and if you're regardless of what side of the coin, like for me, my weight has always been an issue. It's always been a struggle. Um, but once this gastroparesis kicked in August of 2020, my life just
do you
completely
know that
changed.
most people get that when they're babies, they're kids?
what?
They don't
Yes,
develop gastroparesis when they're older.
Wow.
diabetics get it. That's everybody thinks I'm diabetic, and I'm like, I'm not.
But
My daughter is, but I'm not.
they just usually develop it when they're younger children. You know what I mean? They don't usually develop them when in their 40s. Develop that.
I've always had stomach issues even as a child, but I think it all stems back to this. Because I mean, I had some serious problems. Like in 4th grade, I couldn't stop throwing up. Hello,
No.
same problem.
Oh,
And they basically told me it was psychological. It wasn't psychological.
Well, not if you're throwing up. How can that be psychological?
especially
Mm,
in 4th grade. Come on.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's like me. I mean, they diagnosed me wrong, and then they did surgery, and they did that wrong. So
Yes,
doctors make mistakes.
they
they
keep doing
do.
my surgery wrong as well. Look at how long I've been suffering with a freaking feeding tube. This shouldn't be happening.
I'm sorry,
It's a
honey.
freak. It is what it is. I thank you. I appreciate it.
You're
It's
welcome.
just frustrating. It's just because I don't look. I have to try to keep positive. If not going negative, I'll just keep going, and it's very easy to. So I really
Well,
try
you
not to
don't
go
have a
there.
choice. You don't
No, you
have
don't.
a choice.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
But it has ruined my life this past year. This feeding tube, which
Oh, I'm glad that Bailey. She's going to gain what she needs to gain in 6 months.
Hi, Mem.
oh,
Hi,
I
Mem.
mean,
I
I'm
know,
not upset. I'm not like super crazy that I've lost weight, but you know, it's for the reason that I'm losing weight that I'm
correct.
upset.
You hate.
You know, it's like when
I get it.
I feel like someone's punching me in the stomach. That's not good.
Wow.
And I feel like I'm going to throw. I feel like I have morning sickness every morning. Like I feel like I'm going to throw up. That's
Yeah, I understand that. I do.
and I
I,
will
I
stop myself at any cost to not throw up. I don't like throwing up.
well, I agree with you, but sometimes you have to in order just
Oh
to feel
no,
better.
I won't do it. I will not throw up. If I can help
I
it,
don't have the choice.
well, it doesn't come up. I can hold it down. You know what I mean? Like I have never. Only one time did I ever get sick like that where I couldn't stop. Yeah, uh,
Oh no, that's my life, unfortunately.
I couldn't. Yeah,
On me, I projectile when I throw up, and
yeah, me too.
there's no
I
way I'm
will
doing.
I will throw up till there's nothing left in my stomach when I'm.
Ugh,
Right. And you start heaving like that. Oh,
Well,
yep.
I actually tore a muscle in my stomach from vomiting like that because I kept heaving and heaving. And there was a thing in my stomach that I kept pulling. That was horrible. And I always think about that whenever I'm throwing up. I'm like, oh no, you're not gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Just don't think about it.
oh
That's what I do.
no.
I don't think
I
about
just
it.
realized
Try not to. Try not to.
I
Think
just
about it.
realized
Try not to.
I
You'll be
came
just fine.
across the bag. I just realized I came across the bag in my room,
Yeah.
and this was a Christmas present for my mother-in-law that we never gave her.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
oh, this was my mother-in-law's. That's all right. Her birthday's coming up.
There you go. Just
I'm
rewrap
like,
it.
yikes.
Rewrap it.
Yes, it's in a Christmas bag. I'm like, whoops, because I'm trying to pack because I'm going away tomorrow, just overnight.
Oh, that's nice.
My anniversary was last weekend, but
Yeah.
I was volunteering at my daughter's play every night, so there was no celebrating last week. So
Now
a
you're
really
gonna celebrate.
we're gonna go to a really quaint little town in Pennsylvania,
Aw.
and we're just gonna go out to dinner. And of course, I'm basically just looking for him because there's
Oh,
not much
Bailey,
meat
I'm
I
so
can eat.
sorry.
Oh,
Bailey
what's the
gets sick
matter?
3 times a week.
Oh,
What?
Bailey,
That's
why
so.
What?
I would
is she
anything not to
suffering from something? What does she suffer from?
She just can't. She can't gain weight.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Oh, honey. I'll give you some of mine if you want.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I mean,
You get sick 3 times a week. Jesus. Honey.
Well, so
and
you're
there's
gonna have
nothing to throw
surgery.
up, and she says, "Oh my God." I'm sorry, Bailey. I understand
Her
that though.
pressure is so bad
Mm-hmm.
when there is nothing. Yeah, exactly. That's why I get a
Ugh,
muscle in my
dry
stomach.
heaves.
I
Ugh,
hate that.
it's
Oh,
like wrenching your stomach every
Yep.
time.
Exactly.
Mm, it's painful.
especially when you're not even throwing up anything. It's just water that's coming out.
I'm glad we're talking about throw up right now.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Let's
Friday
talk
morning
about puke
talk.
today.
Right.
Puke.
Yeah, we're talking about puke.
What makes you puke? Hmm.
Are you a puker?
Not me. If I can help it.
Only when
Not
you
if I
Mm.
can help it. I hate puking. Like I say, I
It's funny
projectile.
because
what do they
my
do
oh,
for you in the hospital when you have to throw up? Do they bring you a bucket?
a
You get
bin,
that
like a
pan,
basin.
yeah, that pan thing, whatever. Here, you can throw up here.
God.
Like, no, I'm not throwing
Oh,
up. I won't think about it. I just put it in my head. I'm not, gonna throw
when I
up,
was
and
in
I
the
don't.
That's what
hospital,
I do.
All
I
right, I'm
just
back.
not
I muted. I had to get something to eat. So.
okay. Yeah, I just talk myself out of it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
hi Joy Lang.
Unless
Hey,
Good
you really
Joy.
can't.
morning.
Hi, Joy. I saw you
Long
last
time
night,
no
Oh
Joy.
see.
boy.
She was in Simon. Simon went live last night.
I hate
Oh, what time did Simon go live?
big Zofran.
It
First
was,
time
I don't know
ever
what time
here.
what time it was. It wasn't too long, but it was cute to hear him
I
on the
Who's
love
live.
Simon.
I
who's
do
that?
I
too.
really do.
Who's that? Who are you talking about?
Simon.
Oh, Simon. Why did
Simon.
he go live?
Yeah.
When?
Last night, I told you. He
Shit.
went last
Well,
night.
I
Was it late?
right.
It not really. It was maybe it was before I went on Jason's. So
I was
what time
asleep.
did I come up on you, Jason? Because I know it was like
Uh,
what 10ish, I think.
I think around 10 o'clock. Yeah, because
Yeah,
Spook
that's
and I
around
and
when he
Riley. And
ended.
no, yeah,
That's when he
Spook, I,
ended.
Riley, and Melly came up. Yeah.
And I was like, who's live? And I looked and I go, Jason's live. So I went over by Jason. But
Okay.
so it was like about maybe
Hi,
9ish,
Gemma.
Yeah.
8:30.
Gemma.
Hi,
Hey, Gemma.
Gemma.
Hey, Gemma. I hope you're doing okay from yesterday.
What? Why?
She,
What happened?
She's
no,
getting
she is a
bullied.
guy who was completely threatening her from the States here,
Oh,
and like literally threatening her. And I'm like, he lives
What?
here. Yeah.
Good luck
Yeah.
getting YouTube to do anything about it.
Not only that, but he's threatening the person in the wrong state.
Come on up, Spoof.
In the wrong country.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, it's almost impossible to do anything about bullying on YouTube unless you have probably a million subscribers, and they don't want to
Mhm.
lose you.
Yeah, no, I don't know how you get
Mine too, honey bunch.
YouTube to pay attention to anything.
They won't.
I don't. People say go
to Twitter and talk to
Twitter
the
and
vice, yeah,
talk
vice
to
president.
somebody.
Yeah.
And,
That's
but
the
I
only
don't
way.
know.
The only
I
thing
think
you
you
can
have
do.
to have a certain amount of subscribers before they'll do anything about it.
Doing better.
Even
She
then,
reported to
I
the
don't
police, and then my mom got rushed to the ER. And she had a fall
Oh,
and cut
no.
her head open. Oh my
Who is
gosh!
this?
Her
Who?
mom.
Who? Gemma?
Yeah, her mom fell
so
and cut her
sorry.
head.
Oh, Gemma, you've had a day
I'm
yesterday,
sorry,
didn't you?
doll.
Oh,
We're here for you, honey.
I'm
We love
so
you.
sorry.
know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just people on YouTube can be so mean.
Yeah, remember that, Joy? The YouTubers and the
hey
husband
Scott, come on
Killed
up,
by-
Scott.
killed by a
Spoof is
stop.
coming up.
Hi,
Ooh.
Spot. Hi, I was going to say
Spot?
Scott. Yeah,
Hi,
because I wanted to say
Spot?
I wanted to say spoof, and I wanted to say Scott, and I ended up saying spot.
Oh, gosh. You're funny, Danya.
Yeah, I wanted to say, because I was talking and I wanted to say hi Scott before I forget, and then I wanted to say spoof, and it came out hi Spot.
Spot.
That's his new
Run,
name
Spot,
now.
run. Sit, Spot, sit.
Good dog. Woof.
Fetch.
That used to be after, like, shows.
I know.
Good dog. Woof.
Good dog. Right. Good dog. Roof.
Woof.
I had a dream about two dogs. One, my dog was in it, and it was a dog that was next door that looked kind of like her, but he had more hair. And they looked like they were getting a little too friendly. And the guy's like, he's not friendly. And I go, well, he looks like he's pretty friendly with her right now. So they were trying to separate them. And that's, I woke up going, because my husband woke up and I'm like, what time is it? And he's like, it's almost 7. I'm like, oh my God, I'm late.
Ginger, can you drink coffee?
I can, but it does cause acid.
That's
And
what my doctor said. No,
acid is
absolutely no.
not my friend.
No
Yeah,
acid.
acid is.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
no,
have
acid
that.
right now is not my friend. It's literally burning my stomach.
That's
So
what the
at the
doctor said.
outside of my stomach.
No coffee, no pop.
No,
Everything I like, I'm
she
not
can't
allowed
have
to
it.
have.
Right. You
No
can't.
coffee, no what?
No coffee, no pop or soda.
No pop? Oh, pop.
No
Mhm.
pop.
Pop,
I
not
keep
Pop,
thinking
soda.
you're
pop,
saying
You know,
pot. I'm like, but you don't smoke.
I was surprised about this, but they don't even want you drinking milk. Milk is
Really?
bad for you. Yeah.
Really?
When you
Oh
have
no, milk settles my stomach. Are you kidding me? If I'm having
No.
heartburn, that puts out the fire.
well,
Yeah,
I've
my
got
mom
ulcers.
always told me that too.
So
when I
it's
had
a
heartburn.
different
Drink
thing
milk.
for ulcers. Different
Yeah.
thing. And they do not want you drinking milk.
And no fire noodle challenges either. Those are
No, definitely not. a
Oh
fire
my
noodle
God.
challenge.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I said to him, I don't know how he's doing that
But I
stuff.
could
Yeah,
never,
that was
I could
rough.
never eat something like that before. So it's not
That
like
was
I'm
rough.
missing on something.
How you
Carla.
not missing on that? You're-
Carla,
What'd
do
you
you
say?
remember everything spicy?
Do I remember the taste?
No. Do you remember the guy whose name is Everything Spicy on YouTube?
No.
No.
Oh, we used to go in there all the time. He's like such a nice guy. And I don't get to go in as often.
I don't.
But I just see his video.
I haven't been in
He's
there.
really nice. He
Ever.
is a really, really nice guy. I've known him since the very beginning.
Oh, really?
Gemma knows him too.
So I gather he cooks with spices. If that's everything.
Oh
spicy.
no, he's one of those people who will eat like the spiciest pepper there is and will kill
Like
himself
Jason.
like it.
Like Jason.
Like Jason. eating
it's almost like hot ones, you know.
Well, Jason,
Oh, I
who's
want
the
to
You
guy
guys
who
are,
to-
well, he
who's
did the one chip challenge.
Yep.
Yes.
oh Lord, no,
What
I
Yes.
would die.
You should have
Well, I
heard
did
him
it.
30
Yeah, I
seconds
know.
after he ate it. 30 seconds
You
after
know what
he ate
happens
it.
with
He's
those?
like,
That's so
I've
painful.
oh,
heard
what did I
that
just do?
you have a delayed reaction when you eat those things.
No.
When you first eat
Yeah.
it, I mean, all you do is taste, but when you swallow it, it's all the way
Oh,
down your
no.
throat, is burning.
My Grace loves that stuff. She loves
Oh,
it. She
no.
buys like ramen noodles that are like on fire.
Spicy.
Ramen
Oh,
noodles.
well,
Yeah.
that fire noodles I had was like a whole big block. It was like almost a million Scoville units. That was
Yeah.
Oh
insane. That
goodness.
was like 337 times hotter than a bottle of Tabasco sauce. That was rough. And when it sat in my stomach, it didn't feel right. And then that's the only time I ever threw up on camera. I did that.
Whoa, you
Oh
threw
my
up on
God.
camera.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
Yes.
it was so
Yes.
gross. I told her
Yes.
go off camera.
oh, when did you
Yes.
throw up on camera?
It just
Uh,
happened. He
Well,
was
about like
coughing.
6 months ago, I did a live stream.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fire noodle chat. It was like the final hell Yokosoba noodles or something like that. You had to
Wow.
get it. Man, it was like a whole big block of ramen though. I mean, it wasn't hot until you put that sauce on it. And I
Ginger
felt
lax,
like
if
lots
you
of
would have,
tar.
ginger
Yeah.
lax, if
Everything
you
was fine until you put the spicy stuff on it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I mean, if it was I could have ate it if it wasn't for that spicy stuff.
Have you
Well,
ever seen
I
those
did eat all.
Oh.
Korean mukbangers? They could eat freaking spice. They must be a accosted to eating
Yeah,
that spicy stuff and
Yeah.
been used to eating it because they eat that spicy stuff all the time, and it doesn't seem to
Oh God.
bother them.
ginger lax
I
when
don't
What their
know.
stomachs look like. You know what I
when
mean?
he was eating it, ginger lax, me and Michelle and another girl were watching it, right? And I had my blanket up and I'm like laughing in my blanket to not wake up my husband. I was laughing so hard. I had tears coming down. I gave myself a headache from laughing, and I'm going, "Stop eating it! What are you doing?" And he's like, "I can't see chat.
I guess
I
it's
just,
Dying,
I
not
can't
dying.
see. I
cheering up
can't
so
see
bad.
chat." He was,
Oh my goodness. How do you
I
do
said,
that?
and I'm like,
Oh, that was rough.
I go, "Yeah, you're. What are you worried about chat for? Stupid! Stop eating."
I can't even oh my gosh.
And then wait, he's done, right? Then
Yeah.
he had these gloves on and he
Yeah.
takes his finger and he gets the last of the sauce
You
and
must be lactose
he
intolerant.
eats it. And I was like, oh my God, now his lips are going to be on fire.
And they
Oh
were.
no.
I mean, and I asked him this: does it burn as much coming out as it did going in?
Well,
Whoo.
not
I'd be
going
sick
number.
of it. I would
Well, I
CRB.
pushed fire for like about an hour. That's what hurt. I didn't.
Oh my.
Not number two, but
An
the other one.
hour. An
An
hour.
hour.
Really?
Yeah.
was
Number
crazy.
one hurt and not number
Yeah.
two?
Nope,
Yeah.
not number two.
Woo.
My
That
God!
hurt.
We are talking
Oh,
about
you
some
was
poo
sick. I'd
here.
rather be the other way. That was awful. I was burning though. Yeah, and then like when I had the one chip challenge, I did have milk for that one. I
Oh my
drank
God,
like
I did watch that one.
yeah, I had almost a whole
It
half
was
gallon
a
of milk.
delayed
And then,
reaction, though. You
Yeah.
ate it, and then it took a minute, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh boy, that's
I
hot."
know. Well, I mean, because sometimes there'll be like a slow burn. It might take like 10, 15 seconds.
No,
With
he
that-
was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's not too bad." And he's eating it. I go, "Yeah, just give it a minute. Give it a minute."
I know
And
that sucks.
all of a sudden he's like, "Oof!" And then
That's
he
hot.
puts his
Oh,
head,
that's hot.
he puts his head back,
Woo.
and he's
I
like,
know.
"Oof!" And then when you see him throw his head
All the
back,
more power to you, man.
oh
I couldn't
man,
do it.
Thank you.
we
Oh, you
got
can
to
check him
play
out.
you
Yeah.
that, Ginger Lax.
I
We
could-
got to play you
Well,
that.
I
Yeah.
could-
Yeah, well, like I said, I was subscribed, but I wasn't.
Lady
So I'm
Scrapper,
subscribed
hi.
now.
Good morning.
Hi, Laura.
Laura's here.
Laura?
Lady
Not
Scrapper.
the Laura you're thinking about.
You're like,
Oh.
Laura.
Laura.
I'm like, Laura?
No.
No,
I'm like, we're not.
Don't scare me.
not that one. Lady
I
Scrapper.
got no issues with her. I really don't have any issues with her. You know, I don't. So
I don't mind Laura. She's all
no,
right.
I don't either. I
All
really
right,
don't.
Laura.
Wrong, Laura. Yeah, no, we like you, Laura.
Hey,
Yeah,
everybody.
Hi, Gemma.
Well, you
I like the
know,
other
I
Laura
was
too.
at her Patreon, and when I left, she wasn't very nice. So, yeah, I do have issues, but it is what it is.
I'm
You know, I
sorry,
mean,
Gemma.
it
I
was
hope
over a
Mama's
year
feeling
ago.
better. I hope Mama's better, Gem.
Mm.
Yes, and my nan. It was quite a shock because
Your
yesterday
nan?
after
Okay.
having all that trolling stuff, my mum calls me and I missed it. Then she calls me again and she calls me again. I'm like, what the hell? So I answered. I was like the fifth time. She's like, Nan's in hospital. I was like, what? She's had a fall. She's cut her head open. I went, oh my god. So all night last night, I ended up being up texting my. I'm like, and worse,
Poor baby.
they're rushing her in for a brain CT. So I don't know how
Yeah.
much damage she's done, but
Oh.
she's not compliant at all.
And they're so
And
fragile at that age, you
she's
know.
very confused and in the bed.
Oh,
Well, prayers
honey.
for your
So she's
nan.
not
Prayers
doing
to
too
your
good at the
nan.
moment, but hopefully, but
She'll be okay.
Yeah.
she said it's a bit difficult, but yeah,
Oh, that sounded
Can
funny.
you guys hear me?
The
she should be
robot.
alright. She's in
Yeah,
the
it was
best
like a.
today.
I got a weird robot-y voice all of a sudden. Did you
Yeah,
hear
it
that?
did. Yeah, it did for a minute, but it's
It was
it's
like,
okay
But
now.
you can hear me because my phone kind
yeah,
of like blah, blah, blah. Okay.
yeah, it did a weird robot-y thing.
Yeah, it did a
Sorry. I
robot.
checked. I had to turn my light on my phone on because I'm trying to
I thought
find
that
an
was one of
overnight bag.
Carla's. I thought that was one of Carla's ghosts trying to just interrupt. You know.
Oh,
Well,
no, the ghost. I'm telling you, that was. I mean, Carla, that's real stuff, man.
I know.
you know what
That always
gets
freaks me
me
out.
is
It still goes on. It
some
still
people
goes on.
get it and some people don't. They just say,
Who
"Oh,
cares? They're
well,
not going through
she's
it.
just making it up."
Yep.
I
Yes.
don't
No,
make up something
no, you're not.
because I never
No.
had that shit before.
We all saw it for ourselves. We
That's
all turned
right.
green.
And
Yeah,
how it
Remember when we
right.
turned
started,
green?
Right.
and how it started was really weird. It was I would hear footsteps upstairs. And it was in the morning. I would always hear footsteps upstairs, and it was like I am hearing footsteps, and I don't know what it is. And then the lights would, because I'd have the lights on, and then they would flash, on and off, and it just was one thing after another. I'm like, something weird is going. And then my husband would say, what did you do with this? Or what did you do with that? I said, I didn't touch it. And then he'd find it a couple, days later and he'd say, see, you must have moved it over there because there's no one else here. And I said, no, I didn't. And that's like that, what is that stuff? Sage that I bought from
Yeah, and you still can't
Amazon.
find it.
I have never found that. That's never.
It could be like you said, your husband could have thrown it out not knowing what it was and just tossed it.
Yeah, Joy. That's like Shaz, when you listen to her
Mhm.
when she was live and that voice, it's so
Right.
creepy.
Shaz 73.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her.
Hmm.
Yeah, you should listen.
You should listen to her.
live,
He
yeah,
answered her right in her ear.
It was
I was
like,
like, oh,
whispering.
get out of here. Get out of my house.
Oh, whispers.
Yeah.
I think it said,
He
or
answered
he
her.
said, okay, or okay.
She said something, and he's like, okay. And
Oh,
I would have
And it
flipped
was
around and
clear
get the
as a
frick
bell.
out of here.
bye bye. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I'd be out.
Carl, this is how we met when we were talking about ghost stories, and she asked if anybody had one, and I came up
Yeah.
and told her the one about when I was in my sister's house, because my sister's house was haunted for a while until I tasted
Tell
it.
us that
I could look
story.
it up. No, well, you really want to hear it?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if
It's
anybody
A lot
else
of
does.
people probably haven't heard it.
It's funny.
It was a while ago.
My sister went out of town and she asked me if I would watch the dog come in and just take him out, look after him a little bit. And I'm like, yeah. Well, the backside of this is that she bought a house and she always would say how haunted it was because things were happening. And my daughter slept overnight once. And she's like, Mom, it's really true because lights were going on and off and they heard stuff in the closet upstairs and nobody was up there. my sister said was constantly in her kitchen, like the drawer would open by itself
Oh.
and close. And one time her girlfriend came over and my sister said, I'm in the shower. I'll be down in a second. So she's like, all right, I'll just make some coffee. So she was making coffee. She sat down at the table and all of a sudden the drawer opened and closed and
Oh,
she
Oh,
freaked
no.
out.
Oh my
And
God.
my sister came downstairs and she goes, she's calling her and she's looking around. She said, what the hell? So she called her on the phone. Get out of there. You're going to zap yourself. Hold on. No.
the poltergeist, I think.
And she called her on the phone and she's like, where are you? And she goes, I'm not coming back unless you're there. She's like, your kitchen drawer opened by itself
Holy
and
shit.
closed. She said, I put my coffee down and got the hell out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mine actually was, I was on a panel, actually Miss Murder's panel, and it just started growling. And I'm like, do you
That was your channel, I thought.
Yeah.
And I
That was
did
your
I
channel,
thought it was
Carla.
coming from someone else, and it was
Yeah, it was.
really loud growl.
And we were all green. Remember?
Right.
Yeah, I was green, and there was a shadow behind me, and I'm like, wow, what is that? And I didn't even know it was there. I had
Go.
Well, you know they're not out to hurt you, so that's a good thing.
Well, I
Well,
don't know
they
about
seem
that
to
one
be-
that was growling,
My sister's was
but
they
it hasn't
figured-
hurt me yet.
They figured
They're not
because-
going to hurt you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My sister's was because they figured that it was the lady that used to live there. She owned the house and she died in the house. So they figured, and she knew her name and she said, it's just Sarah. She goes, Sarah's, died. And her girlfriend's like, I don't care if it's Sarah, if it's Fred, I'm not coming when, you're going to be there because I don't want to see that again. So
No,
I was
absolutely.
a non-believer. I was like, nope, I don't care what you say. It's not, no.
I
And
don't believe it. Mhm.
because my sister always told stories when she was little, so she was the storyteller. So you never believed anything that came out of her mouth. Okay. In school, she would tell people that we had a ranch in Mexico with horses. And they would come up to me and go, you have a ranch in Mexico and horses? I'm like, what? Well, that's what your sister said. I go, why do you listen to her?
Oh my
So-
God.
Anyway, I didn't believe her. So when I came over to the house one day and I'm playing with her dog, took her out, took dog out playing with them, and
No, I'm sorry, Laura. I hope you don't have it. She's getting tested.
Oh, no.
TB today.
For COVID?
no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I hope you
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
must be
So-
not feeling good.
I
They
know
didn't
people
even,
do it.
I don't get it. Some doctor's office
won't do it then.
will take your temperature when you go in, and some doctor's offices don't.
Yeah, no, it depends on the doctor and what they're comfortable with, really.
Yeah, because my doctor yesterday didn't ask for anything but a mask. Wear a mask. So
Yeah, like no, I mean most of my doctors, except for my rheumatoid doctor where I get my infusions, there we still have to wear them because you got a lot of people who've compromised immune systems, like myself.
I have to wear a mask everywhere I go here, but there I forgot all about it. We went in. It had valet parking, for God's sakes.
Yeah, that's what VA too. The VA has that too.
I've never heard of valet parking in a hospital, but yeah.
Really? They have? Oh
Yeah.
my God, they have.
Yeah,
Valet parking.
At the VA, they have that too. The veterans.
Yeah,
Center.
they have
And
them in
give
our
you a
hospitals.
card. It doesn't cost you anything. And yeah.
Oh, it costs money here. Yeah, you gotta pay for the valet parking.
Yeah, doctor's offices. I haven't gone to a doctor's office where you didn't have to wear a mask. They just don't
Yeah,
want,
I'm
you
exempt from-
spreading.
I'm exempt
When I
from
went
wearing
to
them.
my pain. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It was talk. I'm like, I don't want to talk over everybody. Sometimes I tend to do that. And I try not to. That's all. And I forgot what I was saying. Yeah.
About wearing a mask.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think hospitals will keep it for a while. I mean, I don't see hospitals taking it away. I just don't.
Mine, when I was in the hospital last time, as soon as they took me out of the room, the mask went on. If in the room, I had a single room, I didn't have to wear the mask. But as soon as they wheeled me out of that room, I had to wear a mask. So I guess for their protection.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean,
I can understand that. I can't stand wearing them though.
I hate them too. I really do.
They're so itchy.
But if you're in the hospital and like say things are loud and like, it doesn't always get like dark, I used my eye mask to go over my eyes. It worked very well.
I just asked them to shut my door. Shut my door, please.
Oh, I when I'm in the hospital, I never want my door open. It's too loud. And I like my privacy. But when I'm in the hospital where I go, I always freaking have a roommate for the most part.
Oh God,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't stand
I
them.
hate that. I hate that.
Yeah,
But I really don't have a choice.
yeah. The last couple of times I've been in the hospital, they've given me my own room. I don't know if that depends on your insurance or how much you pay or whatever. But yeah, I was glad. The last time I was in the hospital, I can't remember, but they put me right at the end and I had a view of everything outside my room. It was nice, actually.
It was cool because the one time I was directly facing the Lincoln Financial Field, which is the Eagles field in
Mhm.
Philadelphia. Mind you, I'm like legitimately right over the bridge. The hospital's on the river that separates Camden and Philly. So I was watching the Eagles game, and I always knew when they got a touchdown before it actually came on the TV because the fireworks would go off. So I'd be like, yes, touchdown. And then I would see it like 5 seconds later on the TV. But yeah, no, that was really cool. It was really cool to be out and kind of see that because you're kind of
So,
stuck.
so when you get your surgery, did they have you just go to the hospital the day of the surgery, or
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
yeah, that's what
I,
they went to me. I had to have all
yeah.
my. Do they give you like blood tests and stuff before you go in for surgery? Because that's what I had to have.
Well, you're having a completely different surgery than me. I'm not
Blood
getting cut.
tests. Yeah, but they open you up too.
Well, no, actually,
Hi, Amanda.
they're going down through my
Nice to
throat.
see you. I'm so
Hey,
happy,
Mandolin.
Hooker.
Fine.
Hi, Amanda.
So happy.
Mandolin, hi.
Yeah.
So
It
Hi,
looks
happy.
like
Mandolin.
she is
Friday,
on the
happy
beach
Friday,
and she
happy
That's
looks
one
very
Friday.
thing.
happy.
Yeah, she does look happy.
Yeah,
That's
I'd love
one
to live.
thing that
I'd love to
I
live
don't
on the beach.
understand on here. People can't be happy. Some people can't be happy for other.
No, people on here like to watch people suffer.
I
They
think it's
do.
jealousy, as
It
happened.
can be. And it
Like
legitimately just can be when people just don't like each other.
like Miller, and he left. He left to go back to 1984 again.
Oh my
19,
God.
Yeah, he's gone for a month.
1984.
Yeah, well, he goes whenever he
Goes-
can't take it anymore. He goes back to 1984. He said he travels back in time, then comes back a month or two
He's
later.
a time traveler.
Yeah, yeah, in his own
Well,
mind.
if he's a time traveler, why couldn't he go back in time and warn people about certain things so things didn't happen?
How are you doing,
Oh
Manda?
my
How
God,
is everything
Joy.
going?
You want to come up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can come up if
Yeah,
you
I
want.
saw her in Queen Bee's live last night.
You know what? I fell asleep. I saw some of Queen Bee's, but not all of it. You know what I mean? Like
I just literally found her like 2 days ago. So I found a
I
couple of channels
well, I've
actually.
seen her. She has a lot of people. She gets a lot of
Oh
people.
yeah, she's got
And
a good following. I never knew who she
don't know.
was.
Was she in another community before, or
I don't know. I don't know much about it. I know Nene is a
yeah,
wrench
she's
in
a
there.
moderator.
I love Nene C. She's so sweet.
She is so funny.
She is. She really is. I always liked her.
Yeah.
I pretty much like everybody unless you give me a reason not to. So that's the truth.
Hi, Spoof.
Ouch.
Hi,
Oh,
Name
God.
in the chat.
Oh, did you get your coffee finally, Spoof?
Yeah, you're supposed to
there.
come up here. Oh, here's Manda. Hi, Manda.
Amanda.
Hey,
Hi.
Lynn.
How
How
are
you
Hi,
you?
guys.
doing?
So
I'm
happy
good.
for you.
Thank you.
know.
Yeah, I
How
had
does
to
it
like
feel
log
to wake
off.
up to the beach
Yeah,
every
I
morning?
I
Damn
love
it.
you.
I'm so jealous.
I know it's
So
really
jealous.
good.
Uh,
I'll like go live when I'm walking there one day. I just have to be careful because people will
Yeah.
dox you and shit here. So.
oh yeah, yeah. People do
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
But
It's
Waking up
are
so
in
you
pretty.
beautiful
So.
weather.
are you happy, Amanda?
Oh, I'm so happy. Yes, I'm
You
That's
sound
all
happy.
it.
that matters.
That's right. You sound
Mhm.
That's
very
all that
happy.
matters. Good. I'm
Well,
glad
thank
you're
you.
happy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad you're
am.
happy too. I'm happy
Yes.
for you.
Well,
And I
thank you
didn't
guys.
say anything on your I don't think I left a comment, but I adore you guys. I just think you're good people. So
Yeah.
I do
I
too.
don't know
Yes,
much
thank
about
you.
Hooker. I don't know much
I
about
no,
her.
she's not
Um,
necessarily new.
yeah, Hooker's
Not
kind of new.
us.
Well, she's kind of new to us, but not to me. Well, okay,
Right.
she came from a different community, and then she came over here. I don't know, like a year ago or so, probably. But yeah, she's kind of new. That's why you probably don't know her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Open
just
hand.
like her
Mhm.
style. She don't take
Yes,
no guff from
she
anybody.
does not take no
I
shit
know.
in real life
Yep.
or in on YouTube. She's just like that in
So,
real life. Yeah.
That's good.
and I like she goes fishing. I heard, huh? I like that because we go.
Yeah, she
My
loves
husband loves to
fishing.
fish.
It's good
Hmm.
you have someone
Yeah.
like that in your life because I think
Yeah.
you've gotten dealt such a rotten hand. You
Hmm.
know, I mean, we see this stuff. I mean, we
Hmm.
don't say much because it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just
You know what? In the middle of it, I totally understand. Yeah, but she definitely is not like me because I can like get along with them as anybody, and I'm always like, okay, we'll make a deal. She's like, fuck your deal, fuck you. Like, she's total
I
opposite
wish
of
I
me.
could be like that. I really do.
I do too
Yeah.
because sometimes you want to say it and you just don't say anything because it's why did someone
Hmm.
block that
What's that?
deleted message?
What's that?
Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
Saying
what it is.
something about you. Stupid.
Oh
what?
About
no,
me.
No,
it was about
about
Jason.
Jason.
Oh no, that was
Oh.
open hand. That was a joke from Phil. I've been
Oh,
that's the
Oh,
friend. That was
Hey.
a joke from Phil. That's
all right. We were like, this guy
yeah.
ain't
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Oh,
so
because I
how are
Yeah.
want
you
to say
doing, Amanda? Like, how are you
Well,
doing there?
I'm doing really, really well. And thank you, Bailey. I see you. I'm doing really, really well. I just because I thought it was going to
that's
be
a
like a
joke.
huge adjustment, just moving somewhere totally new, but it's not. It's good. Um, I can't like go into a lot of stuff on here, obviously, but it's
Right.
good. I love it here. I love this state. I love it. So,
Well, you're with
um,
someone that you love too, and that makes
Right.
a big
yes,
That makes it
difference.
better.
You
Yeah.
know.
And,
yes,
and you're in. Can I say the state?
yes, yes.
You're in
Everybody knows.
Florida, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
She's
no, mm-mm. I'm in Myrtle Beach.
Great.
Everybody, yeah, I'm in Myrtle Beach.
Oh,
Everybody knows
Myrtle
that.
Beach. Very
Hmm.
nice.
Hmm.
oh.
Is
Hmm.
that
That's nice.
Oh, pinkies
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Everyone knows that's where that's where I'm at. So
Oh,
it's
you're
all
gonna
good.
have a
Nice.
nice spring and summer down there.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm like, well, like 40 minutes away from it. Not right, but yeah.
Congratulations,
So
Amanda.
thank you,
yeah,
You're a
you
good
deserve it.
person. You
You
deserve to be
deserve to be
happy.
happy. Oh my God, we both said the
thank
same
you
thing.
so much. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations,
You do. You
Mandolin.
really do.
Thank you.
Ah,
Thank
Nice.
you guys, everybody.
there.
I'm gonna I'm gonna jump down and be in chat, but thank you guys so much.
Okay.
Appreciate
No,
it.
We're
Nice to meet you.
yeah,
you're a good person, Amanda.
yeah, you
So
are.
it's
Don't
good
ever
that you're
forget.
Thank
happy.
you.
Don't let anybody
Thank
bring
you.
you down. You've
Bye,
got a
Yeah.
lot
Amanda.
of supporters.
Well,
Yep, we
thank
do.
you so much. Yeah, I'm not gonna let like the starlights and all them just bring me down. That's not gonna.
Who?
Happens.
Who?
Yeah,
Who?
well,
I don't know
before that ever happened with you, I told them,
Yeah.
I said, you guys, they were mad at me. I was already blocked by them because, and the only thing I said to them was, you're dead to me. And I didn't mean I wished them dead.
Hmm.
And you're
I'm
insignificant.
not speaking to you anymore.
I'm not
Wait.
about you, but I did
Yeah.
not wish them dead. But
But
they turned
she's
it
the one
around.
who said, "Yeah, you can all f
Yeah.
off and die."
Yes. Jesus
Uh-huh.
Christ. Yeah, she's the one that said to F off and die.
Yeah,
And so
she
you
did.
said, you're dead to me. And that's
Yeah,
a death threat. Sarah,
yeah,
you're dead to me. And that's not a death threat. You're just a fucking idiot.
No,
Ugh.
it's
right.
just like I don't
And then
care.
she backtracks and says,
And
"I never said that." I was like, "The frick? We're all listening to you, asshole. What do we have? You had
Right.
14 freaking people hear the same freaking thing, and you're going to backtrack. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like she was
I
going to
know.
drag me. Okay, still
Wow.
I'm sure
waiting.
you're just, I'm sure you're crying. You're just
Right?
so, are you going to be able to make
Oh
it,
no.
Nania? Starlight
I
Oh
told
dragged
her,
no.
you.
no,
Sure.
Amanda, I told her she could drag her ass to the employment line.
Oh my God. All right, guys. Well, I got to jump down, but it was fun to be up here. I'll be in chat though. Bye,
Okay,
guys.
honey.
good,
Bye,
Bye.
good
honey.
to see you,
Bye.
Mandolin. Glad
Yep,
you're
thank you.
happy.
Good to see y'all. Bye.
Bye, Amanda.
Who is here? Looky.
Good morning, Carla.
Good morning.
Hey.
Morning.
Hi,
How are
Morning,
you?
morning.
Ginger
Hi.
Locks. Let's start. We've got a whole lot to talk about. Let's start with Ginger Locks. Ginger Locks, what happened to you was fucking disgusting.
I know, but we don't know.
Gross.
You know what, Jen? I just don't care.
Well,
I
I want you
I
to know.
appreciate that, but I found out somebody told me. I'm like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and
I know.
I didn't even say
I
publicly.
it
want you to
because
know though, because people want to just throw me here, there, and everywhere, right? And often people forget there's three sides, right? I'm the third. The truth. I'm not on anybody's side. I'm the third, the truth, the right way. And when I saw that, I had to leave chat. I didn't fucking sit there and tally during that. Like that wasn't acceptable. And just because I'm tallying up something I'm sure we've all been in a situation where we got either membered or modded up, correct?
Mhm.
We didn't
Yeah.
ask for it, right? And that's what happens. So I don't want anybody, especially my closest friends who do know me, to think that I jump on a side and I'm ass kissing somebody. I'm not. Okay. I'm just Jen.
Okay.
well, I mean, I told you how I feel about.
That's right. And
Yeah,
I want
it's
you
that's
to
it.
right.
know
I mean,
that
I'm not
I
changing
don't
my
agree with
mind
that.
about it.
I don't
You know.
agree with that. And I will sit here and say that was awful. Okay, if I'm gonna be on
I'm
the third side, that was awful.
Yeah,
I
it
have
was.
I have a surgery coming up and things like that. I can't focus on that at all.
Good.
Like it's
Right.
just yeah, I can't.
Good.
And I knew breaking ties would be difficult. And
But that's what
obviously it
she's
was.
done to all her friends. So
You
I
know,
mean,
and I
Mm,
have to tell
Surprise.
everybody, it's not like I haven't been warned or I'm not around people that have been in these situations. I came in around the time that everybody was like round 7 of Laura's Patreons.
mm,
I came in
Yeah.
around that time. So, and I learned, I've heard from everybody before me,
Mhm.
the kind of, and it's not like I jump in. I've never been in a Patreon ever. I've only gotten memberships gifted. I refuse to mod except for Carla because, I mean, come on. I have a thing for Carla. But, I try to just be Jen, and you'll never see me out there saying some of the most atrocious things. People want to say I doxed Mallory. I used her dead name. Let's put it this way. Way back when, Mallory wanted the attention of Miss Wonderful. And Miss Wonderful, okay, was the one who tagged Trans Am.
Oh God, that was pretty gross.
And yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But let me just point this out because people often forget. Mallory got a little excited because Miss Wonderful during that time was giving her attention and just paraded around YouTube going, please call me Trans Am. Let's not
I
forget.
think Mallory called her a transformer.
No, she also said, I'd rather have you call me a Trans Am.
See, I never heard that part.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course. because people-
I thought the Transformer was directed at MGL. I thought somebody
No,
had said that about
yeah,
her.
you're
directed
right.
it at
You're right.
Mallory.
You know, you're right. Either way, it's all gross, right? It's
It
all
is.
Yeah.
just gross. Okay. And I'm not going to sit on a side that's going to sit there and bash somebody, right? I'm currently still grieving, you know, and to just watch somebody go through it is just hard enough for me, regardless of what the fuck she's doing. I mean, we're sitting here bashing somebody and take everybody out of the situation. Everybody, take Molly Golightly out of the situation, okay? For 5 years, I was sick here. I still am in chat. That's the one that leaked Carla's Discord, right? Yet I'm looking at a screen where everybody's in chat, and guess what's on the screen? A leaked Patreon. Like, what? Huh? Okay, and these people called Marissa's police department, and I'm not sticking up for her, okay, at all. I'm just saying, what's real life and what's leaking stuff out of things, and who's doing it, because it's ridiculous. Okay, whether
I
or not
don't know what it depends on who you are to say what's real life. Because when the hospital was called, when I was in the
Exactly.
hospital and it was called on me, no one said a word.
That's real
because
life.
it was me.
Yeah.
So was that real life?
That
To
was
me,
real
that was
life.
real life.
That
That
it's
was real
your
life, but
business
it's
if
like
I'm
they-
in the hospital or
Right.
not.
That was absolutely real life. And you know, remember our community where we would throw stones and throw tomatoes and, you know, and then we'd sit back and wait for a clap back, and then we'd have our snacks, right? And
Yeah.
our little drinks. I mean, that's gone. People are
Oh
just
yeah, it's never going to be that again.
I mean,
No.
It's never gonna be
Mandolin
that
and I
again.
have not had the best of relationships on, right? But I'd take this whole community, our little community, right? Our little starlights and our mandolins and our, you know what I mean? All of these people, rather than that. I can tell you that right now, because that's brutal.
I
I mean,
just
that's why at night I log off. I just don't even want to be on.
Well,
Because that's when the brutal stuff starts.
I'm going to tell people right now, okay? I am once again, rah, 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 except for Carla's panel because I have a thing for her. I'm going back to true crime. This is disgusting. It's affected my real life.
We were waiting for true crime from you.
I know
We
everybody
really
is.
were.
I know everybody is, and
Because you were good at that.
I am good at it. I'm damn good at it, and I know it. And if you want, everybody, look at those numbers. Correct, right? Look at the numbers I get from dragging somebody calling a transgender woman schleppy and man ass. Okay, to the numbers that I create on any true crime document that I do. So, and I'm not being boastful. I just know where I stand. You know, so I'm going back to it. Y'all don't have to deal with me. You know, clap your hands, jump around, whatever. But I am going back. This is just growth. I'm hated on because I kept Ellie for sick kids. Because I call out real lifers and stuff that we just didn't accept in our community before. I'm still not welcome for leaking a Discord. Yet, you know, we're standing on this. So I cannot.
Well, you will never win. Okay. People have their
hypocrisy in everything. And now, you know, I miss our little to throw tomatoes, eat popcorn. I'm never going to have it again. So, you know, and I'm going to say this. When I do my true crime and I do start having a community of my own, and, you know, who knows where life will take me, right? I'm going to say this. Do not come into my chats and start anything because you're ghosted. It's that simple. You're ghosted.
Right.
Iced out.
Well, that's me. I don't want anything brought to my channel. Like
none.
You know,
that's why
I've been friends with Ginger for 4 years.
Yep.
I'm not going to allow anybody to say anything about her in my chat. I'm not, my
I
friends
can't
here.
control somebody else's live stream.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
I know that.
And let me say that the things that were said about me are untrue.
I know that. Ginger
Okay.
Lex, we know that. And again, if I'm going to be on the right side, I've had a relationship with Ginger Lex, right? Good, bad, ugly,
Hmm.
whatever. I do know who she is. And she's not that person. So I will say that. And I wanted to come up,
I do. I appreciate that.
make that
I
clear.
appreciate that.
I
Yeah.
love you, honey. And then Jason,
Yes.
I wanted to apologize to you, honey.
Mm,
And I
thank
wanted
you.
to do it in person because, I made a commitment to come on your panel and it didn't happen. And I don't want you to think that I'm just like that way because I'm not. I keep in touch,
Thank you.
I reach out. When I do develop friendships, they're meaningful. So I just want you to know that I truly am sorry for not making it that night. Okay.
Thank you. Well,
And you,
it's okay, but I mean, I wanted to see you, but that's okay. I
I
understand.
know. And I
I
plan
fell
on,
asleep.
if
I
there's,
know. I fell asleep on
I
it.
did. I woke up and there was one person in the chat, and that was me.
Carla, I want everybody to know though that if you do see me here, don't bring up them to me because I will not respond to it. Ghosted, iced out. I come here because I come to Carla's because I love my morning coffees. And I started here with Carla, right? And this isn't the place that we genuinely drag people. Okay. So
I don't like drag. I'm
exactly.
not good at
Uh-uh.
drag. I
Just
don't
show
like.
It's not in me.
Right. Just show
No.
me some respect and especially Carla and not bring whatever you have against me into her chat.
Right.
Okay. Take it up with me. There's plenty of places you can get a hold of me. Okay. And there's
I don't think I brought anything up this morning. I
no,
don't.
not you. I'm telling other
No.
people, baby. You know?
Yeah. Well, we'll just say. I'm just gonna say. I mean, we
You're
don't
not
want to
part of
talk
it.
about what's
Exactly.
going on in
Everybody's
other
got to have
people's
a break,
chats,
man.
and that's it. You all have a right to your opinion. Everybody has a right to
Everybody does.
but you don't have to bring it in here because this is not,
Nope.
drama
No,
talk.
it's not.
This
It's
is talk
We're
about,
not. Yeah,
morning
we try to
coffee.
have fun with each other here. That's what this is.
the
We're
biggest.
respectful.
Well, and I mean, come on.
Oh,
I need
Bailey.
a mental break sometimes, and I
Yeah,
don't,
definitely too much.
my God, and that's why I made this decision. I can't, this is just, it's horrible. I can't find any good in any side, you know?
I mean,
So,
I was shocked when I heard that. I was telling Carla, I actually looked around when she was like, Ginger Locks. And I'm like, what? Where's Ginger Locks?
Yeah.
And the stuff that came out of her mouth, I was like, what? What? Because we know her differently. We know she's not like that. And
No.
here I am, and I have to understand, I want you to understand the position I was in. I'm over there, and like it's like the only person that was tallying up the money for the kids. Okay.
Right.
I want people to stop using the narrative. I was over in Molly's for that, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and screen record. I actually have the whole recording. There's not one place in there that I would have said anything. I was tallying up money that go to children.
Yep.
I get it.
And I was left there a couple times with nobody to tally, and fucking people were donating, and I'm sitting there trying to tally. I so wanted to say things, but I couldn't because I was tallying, for God's sakes, continuously just like tallying. There's one point where I just went to the bathroom and I missed like 5 of them, and I got lost and I screwed up my math, and I'm like, I'm sitting there going, what the hell?
Mhm.
Like, and
Yeah.
that's important for the children. I think we all know that. That's just an overall umbrella.
Well, after what Diane did, I mean, it's just important to be
I
transparent
just,
as far as that goes.
Yes.
And, because she ruined it for people donating,
And I wanted to make sure that if nobody else was in there counting money, then I was. It's not like her and I like had talked about it. I told her when she called, or not called, but she actually texted. I told her, I said, if you're feeling like shit, because I truly believe this, if you're feeling like shit, right, do something good. It'll change your whole day.
That's what I do, Scott. I'm gonna donate directly.
And
Yeah.
the link was
I do.
posted. The link was posted. It was donated directly. But the point was if you're feeling
Yeah, she did, Mojo.
I lost her. Did you guys hear?
No.
You're on mute. Is she on
Jen.
mute?
Who?
Jen.
Jen, she kind of roboted out.
I don't see that she's on mute.
Oh.
No,
I
but
see
we lost her
Jason on
sound.
mute, not Jen.
Yeah,
We
I
lost
muted
her
him.
sound.
Blow my nose.
Hi, Jason.
I
I
had blow my nose.
watch her, but I'm scared to even know what was said because I'll
And
blow my. Oh, girlfriend.
I
You
have to
would.
I appreciate you guys so much because you guys have been my friend for a long time, and you guys have never done
No.
I never think of you guys in a shady way, no matter what. But I appreciate your friendship, and it
Right.
means a lot. It does.
Right.
It's
Well,
not just
we know who you are.
online.
We know who you are, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then what is said about you negative? I know that's not true. I don't even
Right.
have to check. I mean, you know,
Even my girlfriend, Michelle, she says I was there when that happened, when that went live, and that is not the way it
it
happened.
went down.
Yeah. She's like, that is not how I remember it happening.
There was no
And I said,
racism. There
okay.
was no, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
what it happened.
She's like, no, I mean, all because you want to, you know.
All because you're mad because
No, because she supported somebody else and she didn't
Yeah.
like it.
and that's ridiculous on here. And I've always said, support who you want. Do what you want with who you want.
Just be
Now,
careful.
I'm not
is
going to
all.
tell you who. Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. I was wondering.
sorry, it's the internet. I do
Yeah.
have to
We,
I have to let
we
my
missed the last part of what you were saying.
oh,
Yeah.
I did.
I believe in if you feel like shit, do something good.
Mhm.
It'll change your day. And so that was my premise with the whole St. Jude fundraiser. You know, there's been so much hate and so many people exploiting
Mhm.
youths. I mean, for the amount of time that Mallory walked around St. Jude's, right? That's as much time as it took to just raise money.
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so I
Right.
give
And that
back-
wasn't handled correctly either. Like
No.
that was
not at all, but give back. So, you know, these kids have fucking something for their what you did. Anybody, Molly, Mallory, anybody, just give back.
So what do you think happened then? They're
What
saying
do I think happened
because
with what those two?
her, no, that she got shut down.
I don't understand how they could be
So-
friends like one week and be enemies the next week.
I
I just
I can't do that.
I
I
can't
can't do
either.
that.
I can't either
No.
at all.
I would never, even if I have a disagreement with my friends, I'm not going to bring it on YouTube and start,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. Exactly. Like,
Exactly.
but see, then again, I would never go and record my family, together. Number one, my family would have my head if I did anything like that because my family's pretty private. So they're like, you do your public thing. That's not about
That's
us.
the one thing my husband always told me. Do not, if you've ever seen him on YouTube, it's by accident. He just doesn't want to be, and I respect that.
I don't
why
blame them. No.
A lot of
Remember our old
Nana.
Hey,
moms?
Nana, welcome back.
We used,
Um,
we used to have
I
some-
respect that. I mean, I respect that he doesn't want to be on here.
Yeah.
I mean,
That absolutely. It's
time-
respectable.
one time he came on and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
live at night,
Yeah.
and he said, "You'll never guess what I got. I got a whole bunch of toilet paper." I'm like, I'm live.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I thought,
Okay, I hear you. Okay.
I thought you were talking about Pink's live at 1:30 tonight. He got so mad. He said, "Hey, 1:30 tonight. Don't you losers have a life or something like? Remember?
Oh
Remember Carly
yeah,
and
when he
Pink?
came
Yeah.
in, he was so
Yeah.
mad because I woke him up, which
Oh,
I
no.
don't blame him. If I would be woken up in the middle of the night and I had to work at 5 o'clock the next morning, I would be pissed off too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see,
I don't think I would have done what he did,
Yeah.
but you know,
Yeah.
yeah, my
Right.
husband's up. My husband's up for work at 5:30,
Mm.
and all he watches on, like, basically all he does now is he watches the Try channel, and basically his favorite thing is watching Irish people try different liquors and stuff like that. He watches it all the time.
Oh,
It is
okay. I've seen
interesting
some of that
though.
stuff. I've seen some of that stuff too.
Yeah,
But then,
they're
I
funny.
mean, yeah, I mean, because it was on Pink's channel and we were talking live, and all of a sudden it's like, it's 1:30 in the morning. Don't you losers go to bed or something like that?
don't you losers have a job?
Yeah,
Go
losers
to
have a
bed,
job.
for God's sakes.
I
know.
was laughing.
I'm like horrified. I was horrified. And I couldn't hit the mute button fast
I-
enough. So it is what it is. So
Yeah, I know.
what I was
I
supposed
had to bring it up.
No, Mojo, it was on her own. It was on her
yeah,
own.
it was on Pink's live.
Yeah.
What was
No,
on
I'm
Pink's Live?
no, she wanted
When
to
he
know
came
if
in.
what was said was. We're talking two separate conversations, Carla.
Oh, okay.
Aha.
She wanted
What's
to know about Ginger if it was said on this live. I said no.
No. I
No,
it
it was
was-
yesterday.
It was yesterday on her own live. Like I said, I heard her name called, and I'm looking around, going, "Where is she? What?
I found
thought
out-
you came up. I thought you actually came up, and
I
then
found out
just
from Nonsense. Like, I was in her chat, and Nonsense like, "Oh, was that you? Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, I have no idea what happened, and then I found out.
oh my God,
Right.
the hideous things that was coming out of her mouth. I was like,
The thing is, here's what I don't agree with. If people, and even if they're your friends, and they go where you particularly don't like that person, or you're not in love with that person, so what? You know what I mean? Like,
you don't
so-
have to call him the C word. I mean, Jesus, that pops out of that's one thing I can't stand. You know,
yeah.
calling somebody the
And
C
that's
word.
just like not a
it's
word I
like
really use. I
candy
try not to
coming out
use
of
that.
the-
That's
right.
a gross word.
and every
You're
other.
allowed but you're allowed to be where you are allowed to be. I'm not going to
Yeah.
tell you where to go, and I'm not going to watch you. This is what I had a problem with behaving in Samara. I would say I'm going to lay down, and I would lay down and sleep for maybe an hour, and then I would get up and be in a chat, and then they would be following me around freaking YouTube. You weren't asleep. You were in this chat, or you were in that chat. Yeah,
What are you doing here? See, I
'Cause I
told
woke
you.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
no, you're a liar. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
You always lie. That's
Yeah.
right.
No, I was always
Look.
a liar.
Sometimes I'll come on here venting about how I'm feeling and just, when I'm just pissed off.
What?
And
I
I hate
never
coming
told
on.
you that.
You gotta
Stop.
love people for who they are.
Right.
You know, like Ginger Locks is our Ginger Locks.
Right.
You know, like this is who she is. Like, good, bad, ugly. We love her.
Even when listen, I would send her messages on Instagram, even when I wasn't talking to Carla. And I would ask her how she was doing. And she was like, I'm, sad that you guys, and I said, I'm too, but it is what it is for now and see what happens. But I just want to make sure you're okay. And she appreciated that because
Yeah.
I did.
I
Yeah.
stopped
Yeah.
checking in, and you do.
I've always said that to you. I've always liked you. I've never not
Yep.
liked you. So
That's what she did.
Yeah.
So like I always liked you, Nanya. Just you were always the one that spoke up, and you never
You're
never had
always
anything
friendly,
bad to
upbeat.
say, right?
Yeah, you were just upbeat and fun. Like that's just what you are. So when I talk to you, I'm always like with your laughter and everything. It kind of like lightens up everything. You really do. You have a way
She
of.
does.
It's
I
contagious.
love you.
Yeah.
I'd like
It
to
is
do that because even if I'm going through shit, in my life, I don't want to bring people down just because I'm not feeling good.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
I
Correct.
want to just
I don't like to do that either.
Yeah.
bring people up, and when they're down, I'm the one that is the one that's always like bringing stuff up to them and making them feel better. And I'll
You
start
are.
saying stuff
Yeah.
in my own life that this is
And
going on
that's our
because
Nunya.
yeah,
You get it? And that's our Nunya. You
Yep.
know, like we
Yeah.
have our
But here's the thing, people
personalities.
don't know. I think people, have a persona, or they think they know what people are like because
know.
they go by what they are on here. They
Yes.
don't want to get to know you. They
No.
have
Right.
they have their idea of who you are. Like
Right.
I know a lot of people that hate me, and they don't even know. I could ask them, why do you hate me? And they can't even give me a definitive answer.
They can't.
They don't
Right.
know why they hate you. They just do.
It's
Because
the
maybe
answer is
someone else hates
I-
me.
Well,
the answer usually is, well, so and so told me to.
Right. I was just going to say that. Here's a good example is when I first went into Vigilance Live, and all happy because Carla told me they're good people. You'll really like this. So I go in there and I'm saying hi to everybody. And then some little girl by Melly comes in and she's
Melly.
just like, "You're not new. You've been here before." And I'm like, "Well, I'm new to here. That's why I said I'm a new sub." You know. And then I was like, "Okay." And then she's like, "No, I see you, or you better stop being mean to Samara." And I was like, "What?" I go, "Not the time, not the place." Because
Like you're trying to
I
keep
just,
it cordial.
right, I'm just in a new environment and you want to start a fight with me. And the next thing you know, she's going on. And then Phil said, "Do you guys want a link?" And I hopped up there so fast. And I was just like, "Listen, you know nothing about me. And I understand it's because you are white knighting for someone that you like. And they said things. And of course, if you don't know this person, the first thing you want to do is you get your feathers ruffled and just go after them. But trust me, it's not that way. And
No.
if you got to know me, you wouldn't say that. And if you knew our relationship, I was remembering this. And it's the last thing I left with her after I said a lot of stuff. I says, "Remember this. What once is an enemy was once a friend."
Yeah.
So think about that.
Yeah.
And ask yourself why though. Okay. And she said she did. She said that stuck in her head. And when yeah, you do like to resolve things, Phil, which is nice. And she came back and then she apologized to me and said, "I'm sorry." And I accept people's apologies
I
because
don't.
I get
Yeah.
it. I get
But
well
she's-
and first because people, they don't know. And I told her, I said, "I get it. I used to white knight for her too. I get it. I totally do." But when you're not on that side of the coin and you don't know the history and what
Yeah.
happened, you can't just hate a person you don't know.
Yeah. Where did that all lead? We've been in this. I'll say this. It's kind of funny because now that we're hitting our 5-year mark, right? Our little community, right? We're hitting our 5-year mark where we've been.
Wow, are we really?
We really are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, some of us are hitting like 8. Not me. I've only been about 4 or 5. But
I'm
Ginger
hitting my
Rex, you were
5.
here before me. Carla was absolutely here before. You know what I mean?
I was here. I started this community 2017.
There you
Mine
go,
was
babe.
2017.
18, but
You-
actually in YouTube in 2011. But
So, but we've
I was a
been
lurker.
here before, right? We've
Right,
been in
but
this
I never
situation
did.
before. We've learned from it, and we learned as a community the things that we just don't do, And none of these people coming in have learned that, have experienced it. Like, I'll give you guys an example. I heard somebody over there say that, "Oh, Molly's just gonna," before she had this fundraiser. And I'm not sticking up, okay, for anybody.
Yeah.
But I'm just pointing this out. I heard a new person yesterday say, or the day before yesterday, "Oh, Molly's just going to have this fundraiser and she's just going to keep all the money. Everybody out there, all the money's just going to go to her. Just so you know, it's not going to go to St. Jude." Well, if you were around back in the Diane days, okay, we've been through that and we learned from it. And the link is now always fucking pinned, right? And we always donate directly because of the Diane thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna assume that Molly's just gonna pocket the money. We're just gonna say that, We're just gonna say that because we're new here and we got to say something.
That's one thing I know she wouldn't do.
And that's what I just
No.
don't. I don't care who it is.
Right.
I don't think anybody would do that. I think
No,
everybody's learned their lesson from that.
right.
Yeah,
fiasco.
you know, and that was a huge lesson in our community, right? I mean,
Mhm.
huge. Don't just fly by that. We've been here for 5 years. We've seen all of it.
All of it. And then you got these newbies that are coming in here like guns blazing. It's like slow your roll.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it like that, you know, I do, but I remember coming in here and I was told, Jen, you came in hard, right? Well, and
Yeah.
I came in thinking that I was jack of all trades, master of nothing, you know. Came in here and I assumed things and I put up videos, and guess what? I was standing alone with my hand in my ass. You know,
Right.
you're gonna get to a point where the people that you're sitting next to in these chats, you're gonna start feeding off each other. We've been here. We've been,
Exactly.
you know,
Hey,
once
hey.
there's no more drama with whatever going on, y'all are gonna start eating each other alive. Okay, and we're gonna
Bill?
be sitting
And
here.
I can't understand that. I can't. How can you be happy and just be fighting and angry? And I
I
can't do
know.
that.
I know, like I am not
Oh my
as
God.
angry as everybody else is, most likely because I've been here for 5 years, seen all the fuck shit, you know. And like I find it hard to now what angers me is the real life stuff and the hypocrisy about it, you know, all of it. You know, all of it. If Molly had leaked a Patreon, right, we'd be going after her like fucking crazy. I know that personally because of what I've been through, you know. But yet nobody has said anything about leaking a Patreon, regardless of who it is. It's
Mhm.
okay, you know. No, it's not. It's be consistent. So that's my morning rant, and I appreciate.
And she's sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it. And you know, I've given chances to my most closest friends, and they know, like Carla knows that I have a huge problem with forgiving people. Right? Usually get one chance with me. That's how it used to be. Like that's it, done. Not dealing with it. I'm not even dealing with the shame on me later. You know? Nope, done. And it took me a minute to kind of learn forgiveness and realize the streets and you know, not everything is true. And so in that
Well,
sense,
I
go ahead.
remember when you first came into to
See,
Carla.
I've always been
Remember?
one that will give you the benefit of the doubt,
You taught me
even
that.
to my detriment.
Yeah,
You know,
you taught me that. And now,
Right.
you know, I would have missed out on some really great friendships and just communication between some people had I thought that way. So now I do give second chances. But, you know, when it comes to this stuff, I'm out. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. My whole family story, my story is not anybody else's to tell, period. My
Good morning,
kid is not
Candace.
anybody else's kid, you know,
Exactly.
at all. Okay.
hi,
You don't know me,
Candace.
you know.
Hello,
Right.
Candace.
And
Good
if people still
morning.
want to stir the pot that happened, what, 5 years ago?
Let
Good
them.
on you.
Well,
Good
that's
on
the
you.
thing is
Yeah.
people. That's what makes me laugh.
Keep
is
living in the
people-
past. Go ahead.
People will.
Who cares?
They live in the past. They'll bring up stuff from, you know,
Because that's
2,
all they got.
3 years ago.
That's what I said to them.
And
That's
I'm
all they
like,
got.
come on.
Move on.
It's and you know, they think I just want them to know too that, you know, you're not bothering me. Like it's been 5 years. I was born in this community alone. Let's make that clear. I was never welcomed in this community. It's been nothing but a fucking battle, and I've always just been alone. You know, when you're not welcomed into a community in 5 years, right? You're
That's
not
tough.
after the 5th year. It's not like you feel like you're losing much.
Yeah. How
You know
far
what I
down
mean?
can you go? You hit
Like,
rock bottom.
you think you're icing me out of a community, but honestly, you've put me in this situation where now I'm just a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now I'm just a lone wolf. So please don't now put me on a side when it's convenient, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I love you guys. I love chat. I love everybody that I've loved before all of this fuck shit. I'll never change. Okay. Yes, I do tell Molly exactly how I feel, but privately. I'm not going to get up on a panel. There's enough people out there that hate Mallory and Molly and all these people. You don't need me.
No, exactly. There's enough people
God, a
out
lone
there.
wolf.
My God.
Well, I'm not going to say who I like, who I don't like. I'm just not going to say it's
Right.
not my business. And
Right.
I'm not going to talk about it because when you start telling your, giving out your opinion, that's when you get the hate. And I've
Oh,
learned,
absolutely.
Yep.
You put
learned
someone's name in your mouth and you
that's
use
it.
it in a negative. You should expect that you're going to somehow get some kind of retaliation.
That's why I tell
I do
certain
like you,
people,
Scott.
friends of mine, don't get involved where it doesn't concern you.
Well,
I'm constantly
don't.
telling one of my friends that, and she wants to go in, and you're on your own then. Because if you're going to do stop, 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 because it'll trust me, when it starts to get to the right section, they're going to tear you apart. And I guess, you know what? I'm going to sit back because now you're going to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
If they don't want to learn after what you've seen and what you've experienced through what you've seen or people that you know, then you're on your own. I can't do any more for you. I tried to warn you, and
Carla likes all the nerds.
I what?
Carla likes all the nerds. Are you calling us nerds,
I
Mojo?
do like the nerds.
Mojo.
What the hell is wrong with that? I don't care. People say, and they've said to me, "Oh,
She said jokes.
Rich, I don't go watch Carla because she's boring." Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm fine with it as well.
If you notice, the people that come into my chat talk.
Yes.
All of them talk.
And by the way,
I'm
it's not,
happily irrelevant. Thank you very much. So
it's not normal. This is a community where we come for brunch, right? In the morning, before works, we have our coffees. We're calm. We set our tone for the day.
Hi, Carrie.
You know, we talk about good things here.
Right.
You know, so
Exactly.
and I have to say, everybody around me, even on this panel, have done nothing but support me, love me for who I am.
And we always tell
not
I
where
told
I'm
you that,
right?
I'm not going to be that person that's going to do that. You're an adult. You can make.
And
you know what's
don't
right.
think Carla agrees with me. I'll tell you that. But behind the scenes, right?
She'll tell you.
Carla
No,
has
I've told you
She's
what
told you.
I support, and I told Ginger like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, because I was in Laura's Patreon,
And she told me when she saw me
supported
over there.
Molly, and I said, "Well, I'm just going to tell you, I don't like her," and she goes, "That's okay," and then I said, "I'm in Laura's Patreon." She goes, "That's okay," and we just never talked about. You know what I mean? Like, we just never talked about them.
And now they're the closest of friends. So there you go.
Oh my God, Carrie!
That's
get out
right.
here 3 times. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Here's an example, right? With what Molly said yesterday.
Oh no, Carrie, that sucks.
Oh,
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
COVID for the 3rd time.
Wow.
Right?
I've had it once. And a booster.
And twice.
Well, here's an example, because Molly had so much to say about ginger locks, right? And I was telling in chat, for the kids, right? Do you see me today jumping on a bandwagon on hating ginger locks?
No.
Exactly.
No.
And that's how it should be, right? Because I made sure that I got a hold of ginger locks today, whether it be on a panel or privately.
I mean, I was a little
to
shocked
let her
when I
know
saw that
how I
French
felt
over there, though. But I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh no,
I logged into Discord and Nunya says, "You'll never guess what happened." I'm like, "What?" I got back from the doctors, and she goes, "Oh my God!" She
things said,
I got wrenched, and everybody knows that I don't like, even Carla knows I don't like wrenching. I don't use my wrench at all.
And I know you don't like it. That's why I was kind of shocked over that.
So, but I didn't ask. She just wrenched me up, and I'm assuming it was because and I
know.
have a lot of people blocked. I'm assuming it was because people were like talking about me. I didn't see any of it, because I'm blocked. But I kept seeing, message deleted, whatever, by constantly during that time. So I think she modded me up.
Ah,
But after that,
gotcha.
after that, it's gone. Gone.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't do wrenches. There's a bomb gave me a wrench once, and I immediately said, "Take that shit
I
back."
remember, yeah, because you were wrenching
Yeah.
bombs too, right?
Because people do want to put you in that situation, and I never want to be that person that they blame. My God, they blame me for everything. Right now,
Right.
suddenly I'm rogue modding or doing some bullshit. No, thank you. I'll pass. That's why when I was born in this community and had no place to go, that's why I have never joined a Patreon. That's why I've never joined any other Discords, Laura's,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they have going on. Why?
Right.
Because I'm not going to be blamed for that shit. And the best way I know how not to be blamed is to not be involved.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
That's true.
I mean, she comes
Yeah.
in
Not
there,
be-
says
yes.
good morning, and we'll talk and a little bit, and then we go our separate ways. It's done.
Yeah.
And we don't sit in our Discord all day long. That I
My
can tell you for
relationship
sure.
with you ladies
We're not
is
in there.
beyond YouTube.
Yep.
It's beyond YouTube. There are days there are weeks, months that go by that I don't talk to the ladies, and I'm over doing true crime or something stupid, watching, the Queens of England, whatever I'm doing, right? It'll be months before I talk to them, It's
And
we're
once in a
here,
while,
there,
I'll
and
check up
everywhere.
on her, and she's just like, "Yeah, I'm over here."
Well, yesterday I was gone all day because I was, I had a doctor's appointment, and I'm having surgery, by the way, May
Oh.
17th.
Oh, I know.
The
We're here. We're here for you.
Yep.
Yeah. That's,
Honey.
I
that's
told her she'll be
scary.
fine. She'll be fine.
I hope so. I hate when they tell you all the things that can go wrong. You know what I mean?
The infamous paper you have to sign. The release. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I don't have to sign it until I'm in the hospital. But you have to have a stress test. And that's the first time I've ever had to have a stress test, and that we're going into an artery that's close to your heart.
Oh my God, Carla, you're freaking me out.
I know.
You know,
She'll
it
be
freaked
fine.
me out yesterday.
She'll be fine. She'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be fine.
And when he told me it was a 4-hour surgery, that freaked me out. I've never had a 4-hour surgery ever.
So 2 to 4 hours. So you always count on the later when they say that.
Yeah. Are you going in first thing in the morning?
I don't know. They're going to tell me, I guess. They did the blood test yesterday and the stress test. So.
This is real life, people.
Right.
I just went through my face like, oh my God, like I'm stressed because
Thank you, Carrie.
And then I'll just say, I'm worried about Cindy. Okay. That's the other thing that's going on. She just gave us some bad news about herself, and I was heartbroken.
And that's my next call.
Right?
Personal call. Yeah.
And I was on the phone with her, and we're trying to talk, and she was getting bombarded with other things. But I'm like so scared for her now because the brain is nothing to mess with.
Nope.
So I'm really scared for her. And yeah, we've been talking about that too. Like, let's get a hold of her and see if she's okay. And sending prayers like crazy. Everybody that's going through stuff, everyone. I just want
everybody. Laura, that's going to do her C test today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Test.
Wow.
I'll be saying prayers for you. I mean, it's just like, here's the thing. I'd rather be do. If I'm going to put something out there, it's going to be positive. It's going to be supporting someone. It's not going to be dragging someone. Too many people have passed away this last year that I am not going to be on the, I don't want karma coming my way.
Right.
I mean,
And that's what I said, and that's why I'm not going to sit up here and bash
and go right.
or retaliate or do anything.
You've always
I'm just not.
When Serendipity passed away,
very classy. Okay.
She was my friend, and I to anybody who was my friend, I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't do
You
that.
know?
I mean, that's just, it was uncalled. It was ridiculous, disgusting. I can't even
It came out
find
of
the
left field. That's why I was so shocked. It just like all of a sudden. And I go, where did that come from? I mean, and why? Why? I know you're upset about that person, but why? Why? Ginger Locks, come on. No. Sorry. I don't agree.
Well, Ginger wouldn't say shit if her mouth was full of it. So, you
Right.
know,
That's a good one, Carla.
That's one I never heard before.
well, that's what gets me. You know,
Like monkeys on a cupcake.
But I do have my opinions, and I may put some of my opinions in other people's chat or whatever. It's normally not
well, I
really
think that's
bad,
Hey, well,
brought on.
you can't be like a
but
robot and
I'm
say
not going to
nothing.
get up and publicly say anything. I'm just
No, why
I just
should
don't
you?
do that.
You're not.
Well, I'm not going to call someone a liar that's in the hospital because they've seen them in a chat. I'm just not going to. I think that sucks.
you know?
And I'm not going to
Who does
have
that happen to?
live streams bashing that same person. And then looking in the chat, seeing people that's never talked to me before putting the hate on to me. Screw you guys. That's what I
Well, here's what I say. They're right where they belong.
They're with their
Okay?
people.
They're right where
Yeah.
they
And
should
know
belong.
this, like I know this, right? These people that want to hate, okay? I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's
did.
right,
I
blank
can't
slate.
believe it.
Fuck them bitches. Yes, exactly.
Oh, Jen, it happens to me all day, every day.
Me too.
Oh, no.
You ladies.
Yeah. You
No.
can't get CRS.
Sorry.
Right? You're too young for
I don't
that
know
stuff.
if someone's going to chase me around YouTube and screenshot every little thing I've said on
And
screenshot.
done and
Loser.
I can tell you that's
Bye.
pretty exhausting.
Go. It is exhausting.
I would never do that to anybody. Like I
Bye.
could care less where you go, and I'm not surely not going to screenshot it because
Right.
I don't have the time to do that.
We're not
I've got a
friends.
life.
We're not friends because we hate the same people.
No.
You know what I mean? We're friends for a
You're
number
for you.
of reasons because
you-
and that
right.
comes way before YouTube, you know.
And it's not because, oh, I like her. She's that. That's what starts you off about that person. But if you're a friend of somebody, you're a friend about, you love everything about them, the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
You have-
yesterday, a good example, right? Was it yesterday? I'm not sure. Carla,
Exactly, blank slate.
Carla
Fuck
expressed
them bitches.
exactly how she felt.
Yeah,
to
that
me
was the other day.
privately,
Right.
right? And I loved her for it. I even said that to her. I'm like, I love this part of you. Somebody that can have their own thoughts.
Oh,
and
and
for themselves.
I'm going to say it right here because she thought I was lying, but I'm going to tell you. What did I say to you when you said, Nanya told me everything? What did I say to you when you put that comment down?
I forgot. I think
I
there
said,
was
don't. Then I say, don't tell her that. She's going to think we
you
did
think
say.
yes.
And she did because she was
did.
giving me shit
You did,
about
Carla?
it. Yes.
I did. I gave her
I
shit.
told you. What did
I
I
said-
tell you? What did I tell you?
So yesterday, Nanya and I were texting in Discord, and
We're talking.
she was like trying to, I don't know, not tell me that Carla was upset, but kind of
I said we were worried about
you know what I mean?
I put,
And
we
I
were
could
worried.
hear it. She was just trying to be very careful, right? Not to like, tell me anything that Carla had said, I guess, right? But I could hear it through the way she was talking that like people kind of miss me. Where was I at? Carla had something to say about certain people. You know what I mean? So Nanya was kind of veering towards it, but in Discord, and so I put in Discord, I'm like, Carla, Nanya told me everything.
Yeah.
I gave her shit for that. I said, I don't expect you to run to the person that. And we weren't really talking about you. I was just saying, you hadn't been around, and I was wondering what
and
was
that's what
going
I
on.
told her. I
It
said,
wasn't
Carla was
bad,
worried about
but
Carla was
but
worried about
I
you.
gave her shit.
I
And
can't
like,
believe you
what
gave
the
her.
hell?
Yeah, I told you, didn't I? That's why I'm bringing it up now because I was like, wait till I tell Jen. I told you. Did I
I was
know
trying.
her? Do I know her or do I know her?
Nanya was talking to me, and she had not said anything about you, Carla. I could just hear, and I think a lot of it was just my own guilt for not being in there. And I do know how you feel about certain people, you know. I just needed to let you vent it to me.
Well, I was
See?
telling her this is how it happened the last time. It just was I was ghosted, and that was what came to me. That was
Oh,
the
no.
first thing that came to mind, you know. And I have a right to, because I had post-traumatic syndrome from that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was like
Yeah, you did.
I
horrible.
didn't think about that
And
either.
I said
How,
she
you know
wouldn't
what I
do
mean?
that.
That aspect of it.
I mean, just to check in and say good morning or good evening or good night, you know, or
Yeah.
kiss
Or
my
kiss
ass.
my ass.
I don't
Kiss my
care.
ass.
Right. That's what I. That's
you're
exactly
right,
what I
you
said
know.
to her. I
Because
go,
when that happened last year, it was just total blocked from everybody. And
Yeah.
these were people that were supposed to be my friends. So yeah.
So
So
when
I
she
have
brought
a
that up,
problem.
and she's like, "Well, everybody," I go, "But I'm not them." And all I said was, "You were worried. I was worried. We're just wondering where you've been. We're checking up. No, hello, how are you? Kiss my ass. Bye bye." You know,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
what I said, and she
and that's a
laughed.
friend. That's a
Right.
friend. She's just like, "Are you
And then
okay?
after
Why
that, we
haven't you
just
been
started.
around? We're kind of worried about you.
Exactly.
You know, have you reached out to Carla at all?" That's all it was. She would have never
Right.
said anything.
Well, the reason I thought that was
See?
because she goes, Danya said, told me everything.
What I
Everything.
see, but
So,
she
like, I
fell
didn't
for it.
say
And I
anything
was
to
like,
you, but I I let
and
into
Jenna's
it.
like,
I'm
she's
like,
not gonna.
what
She's
the
not gonna.
hell?
I go, she's gonna. Oh my God! Now she's gonna think we talked. She goes, she's not. So then
I said,
she goes,
she's not gonna
I'm
think
gonna put
that.
that. We're just kidding. And I go, I'm serious. And then sure enough, when you brought it, I go, I told her not to say that. And then I'm laughing, and she goes, it's not funny. I go, Carla,
It's
nothing
not.
was said.
Well,
Honest to
even
God.
after hearing Carla say, you know, about being ghosted and just
But
having
that's
that
what
kind of
I said.
That's what happened.
yeah, that
And
makes
that,
me feel like
right.
shit. You know, for
And I
even trying to
go,
play.
but
Yeah.
I'm not them. And you're talking to
No, but
me.
you know,
And
I
that's when
mean,
she
when
goes, you're
someone,
right. You're
still-
right.
and
She
if
still
someone
felt
hasn't checked in for a couple days, like that's where
a couple
I
days.
yeah,
How long was
Couple
it?
days. It was a
it
couple
was
of weeks.
at least a
It was
week.
At
so.
least.
No, it was a couple.
Yeah. You
It was
know,
a
so
I
while.
don't
And
think
we
it was
just
that
because
long,
I
but
think it's because we just want to make sure we check in on every one of us. We want to make sure, are
even
you
if it's
okay?
just
We haven't seen you
hello, it's
around, you know.
goodbye, hello, good
right.
morning,
Right.
good night, kiss my ass.
That's
You know,
what I'm saying. We're just
what's going
just
on?
checking in because that's we bond
And this
we're
is my
I feel
home.
the same way.
You know, this
right.
is my home. Like I started here. My the people that I call when I have a you know, a real issue, like a real
Right.
life issue.
Right.
You know, my emotional states
And your house.
and my health even, you know.
Right. And your house. What happened there? And
You know, yeah.
and we were talking about that too. I mean, after I said, and she told me what happened, and that's what I told Carla. I go, it was not even that long because she told me what happened, what was going on. I said we got onto other things, and then you popped in because I was like, "Where's the thing for tomorrow?" I totally forgot we weren't going live on Thursday, and she goes, "You woke me up." It's like, oh, and that's when we started kidding around and with each other. But
I'll tell everybody again, I'll remind everybody, and the girls up here know this. If you have something to say about somebody, I'm the wrong person to talk to.
because
Seriously. And Carla,
Yeah.
you should know that about me. Like I will not sit there. You know that. In
Well,
conversation.
that's what upset me yesterday. I'm like, because I wasn't going to say anything. I mean, if we were going to talk privately, I would have said something maybe
Yeah.
that I'm not comfortable with these people. I don't like them,
Yeah.
but I don't care if you support them. That's on you.
I don't support anybody but you.
But that's what I was going to say. Where you go is your business, and I will not, I will not tell you where to go. And I've always said this to people in my chat. I am not going to tell you where to go. That's me. I've heard what people say about you. I don't address it.
Right.
Because what's the point?
No, what is the point?
They're
These
not
people
going
had
to.
their minds,
I'm not going to change their mind. You're
they
not
had
gonna
their minds made
mind.
up long before. Remember that. They've had their, and they've not even had a conversation with me.
Who's
to
Only
know.
Farms Troll
So it's
Mafia?
coming
I
on
have no idea.
ignorant places. You know,
Why?
very ignorant
Don't
places.
block until you've seen the chat.
Well,
Just and just so Nanya, it doesn't. I don't even see chat. It doesn't bother me. I want you to know, 5 years, I've grown a little bit calloused, you know, to it.
Thick, you got some thick skin.
kiss my ass is just a saying, and if you don't like it, kiss my ass.
I mean,
Yeah,
when I first came on here,
Suck my
I
ass.
would
right?
I would log off and cry because
Yeah,
my
it's a choice.
I
feelings
used
were
to.
hurt, and my husband would say, "What the hell do you go on that
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah,
for?
mine
You're
says the
just
same thing.
upset every
wanna
time
know
you come off. You're upset. You're crying. You're up. You know, I didn't do it online, but
Yeah.
I did it, because people were calling me names. People were, and
Yeah.
I'm
You
like,
want to know
And
something?
literally, that's the time you need to log off. You know,
Ah,
and
I cried yesterday.
logging off is so important.
I cried yesterday, honey. I
You
cried,
can.
and
I'm
that's when I
sorry.
made my decision. Right,
Yeah.
I cried yesterday, and
Oh.
you know, and you know, it was the poor me, whatever. And that's when I made my decision. I'm done here.
Mhm.
I'm done here. I don't want to. I wouldn't stand in a bathroom line with some of these people.
right.
You
So
know,
when you gotta go, you
I
gotta
know.
go.
and and I know my value. I don't need to, take that. So, I want, and I'm not taking what is it, the weasel way out. I don't know, the coward. I don't know. I'm not. I
Right.
just don't want to associate with that. That's gross for people that I could literally clip side by side, saying the opposite, right? Contradicting themselves in the same sentence. But
right.
I would spend the majority of my life doing that because they do it so much,
Right.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you about farms. Oh, okay. She's talking to about
Yeah.
only farms.
Yeah. I mean, just so you know, and my friendships go far beyond YouTube.
Oh yeah. Like
I
I
mean,
mean,
right here. And these
I,
ladies too, and I haven't made it clear. The friend door has been shut. My friend door has been shut and locked ever since the last altercation we had with Carla and Behaven and Samar. Fucking locked. I'm not accepting new applications. What I have, I'm good with, right? I'm good with what I have. Thank you. That's it.
this place makes it hard to trust people.
Say the
Exactly.
least,
It
I
really does.
wish I wasn't, but I'm very leery of new people. And
Yeah.
someone comes in and wants to come up on my panel like that, Fulton. He comes up on the panel. I know him from Gemma, so I'll let him up. But when he first came and he was backstage, I'm like, I don't like to be like this, but I don't trust. The first thing I asked him is, "Are you going to porn me?" I don't like to be.
like he's gonna say absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
No,
now I know what to do. You just put yourself on a full screen, and then
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't.
I stopped putting like when I haven't been active on my channel. I've just been posting up videos. I prefer that than going live. I really do. And for me, like this was a place I came to enjoy, to
Yeah.
find the extra time because I'm disabled and I can't work. You know,
Yep.
this is what I came to have.
How many other people are
Fun.
in position,
Now there are funny trolls. There are really funny trolls,
Oh my
but
God. We used to have so
Oh
much
my God.
fun.
Yeah.
Remember the days where there'd be a live and somebody would be
Right.
throwing tomatoes, and then literally like before that live was over, the clapback would started and we'd just go. It was like bar hopping, right?
Now remember the
we,
dilly gaff girls?
I mean,
Remember the
it
dilly
was,
gaff?
yeah, like and
We
some
had
of the
fun with that.
funny trolls, and
Yeah.
we knew who our ponies were, and like that old community, man. I'd give anything to have it back. And now you can try
I
them.
think that's
You know what? It was so
That's
enjoyable
very-
for that time. It was. It was a lot of fun to be like, and everybody went into the same chats, and then
Where's
It
Chicken
wasn't
Little? Is
start
he
meet.
here?
it wasn't so polarizing either. You could be just neutral during that time, you know? You could be neutral. You could go to either chats and not be hated on so much, you know?
Mhm.
See, there's a chats that I won't go into anymore because I just know if I go in there and someone sees my name, it's going to be just,
World War
I'm
III.
not, I'm not going to, I'm not going to cause an issue in someone else's chat. I'm just not.
Yeah,
Well,
I would never like go in and try to disrupt somebody's chat. It's just
Well,
I
I'm
would
just
never.
saying, just by being there, there's chats you go into, Ginger, that I would never be able to go in because that would be like a no for me. Because I've
just know
seen what
that
they've said about me.
just know
So
that, right?
Who's are you talking about?
I don't want to
Oh,
say out loud.
don't
Oh, all
don't.
right. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
But you've
Okay.
been in those chats, and I know I'm not welcome there. And if you know you're not welcome somewhere, why go there?
Well, and know
But
that
Exactly.
That's what I
Exactly.
say.
my feelings aren't hurt.
Right.
these people are creating enemies unnecessarily,
Right.
right? And in turn, if you're going to build a channel, right, you don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
FYI, you know, if you want to get somewhere on YouTube, you don't want to just judge half of fucking YouTube and cancel them out. Because at some point,
There's some other great communities I'm a part of that are wonderful,
yeah.
and everybody's kind and nice.
But I've
And
been
Oh,
watching
you
a lot
guys,
of different. I mean, I've been watching people that have 1 million, 2 million, 10 million
yes.
subscribers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's and they're not mean. There's no drama.
No.
It's got nothing to do with drama, you know.
do any of you watch the Pascal show?
I just
Yes.
did
I
like
love him.
yesterday.
I love
Yeah,
him.
I absolutely love him.
I
I
just
love him.
yesterday,
He's
yeah.
down to earth. He says it like it is. He talks just like us. He's not about
I
it.
watch
He used to be a radio broadcaster. I'm like,
I was gonna
absolutely,
that.
you
Yeah,
are.
seems
Mr. Ballin has 7 million subs. I watch him.
Yeah.
My
Who?
husband
That's where I
loves
heard
him.
about Cocaine Bear. Was
Mr.
my
Ballin. My
Cocaine
husband
Bear.
listens to him before he goes
Yeah.
to sleep. He loves.
I
Mr.
love how
Ballin.
he tells stories.
I do
Like
too.
I do.
I do.
There
And
was
he's
somebody
got
else
this
that you
humor.
listen to Carla and he listens to. I says, you should talk to Carla. You guys like the same things. I was laughing. Because he listens to something else too. I can't remember what he said, but and I go, oh my God, Carla listens to that too.
I do. I listen to him all the time. And I watch wildlife channels. I watch
And that's what he watches.
mukbang
I was gonna tell
channels.
you guys, so I don't know how the shit comes to me, but I opened up my iPad yesterday and the first thing that comes up is paranormal drama. Like drama between Zach Bagans, is it? That guy?
Oh yeah.
Yep, and then drama between another, I think Destination Fear. And I'm just looking at it. It's like a 6-minute video of somebody just going off from Destination Fear. And I'm like, how the hell do I find paranormal drama?
I love
found
paranormal
another
dramas.
channel I
I
like.
can
Grim
set you
Life,
up with some. A lot.
Grim Life something.
Oh, I saw. I
Mhm.
love them. I love them.
Grim
I
Life is
I
good.
just
Yeah,
like
I watch them.
Yes.
They're good.
yeah, they go to houses that have been in movies. They go
Yeah.
to they go to
Carla, you have
gravesites.
to. They went to Disneyland and they went. I don't know if it's Disney World or Disneyland, but they went to the
yeah,
Harry,
that
the
that's
Harry
haunted.
Potter ride.
Very haunted.
That him and his girlfriend or wife, I'm not sure, and it's a really good one. The Harry Potter ride. I was shocked.
Yeah, I
Isn't
like
it,
that.
isn't
I
it the
don't
Harry Potter ride in
like-
Universal?
Yeah, that one where they had it looks amazing. Like he took the camera on there and everything. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's
Potter.
Universal Florida.
Okay.
I
Yes,
found
I
their
don't like
channel
him at
from
all.
here.
I mean, I don't
Someone
like
was a
Zach
fan of them.
Bagans. Zach Bagans is a fraud. I can't stand his channel.
I don't know who
They
that is.
actually said that they caught him faking a lot of paranormal stuff.
Really?
He is
Yeah.
a fake. Even when he puts on his thing, look, did you see it? I'm like, I didn't see shit, you liar.
Exactly. If you relate to
I've
Bilbo
always been like
Baggins,
that. And there was one that was supposed to be so scary that they had to burn the house down, and he kept the wood and some of the dirt, put it in a case. And I'm like, if it's so scary, why are you keeping that shit? You're an idiot. Every time I used to, you're an idiot. I'm not watching you. He's got so many different channels too.
oh wow.
He
Sound like
made
Tom Miller would
he made his
keep
living
it.
off of lying.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
what's her name in The Detective, but I hardly see her anymore.
Oh, Dead Files.
Dead
Love-
Files. Yeah,
She's on here. She's if you
I know she's on in
type in the
Facebook
Dead
too.
Files,
Yeah,
some of the episodes will come up.
I've
The
heard
backup
she's
episodes.
super cool. Like,
she
I
is
love her.
yeah.
And she's
Remember-
so spot on a lot of
spot
times.
on, very
I
spot.
love
Well,
how she,
I don't know this person.
Amy.
the
Oh,
Dead
you
Files.
need
Yes, you
to
do. Amy.
Type in
Amy,
Dead Files, Amy, and
oh my God,
I
what's her
can't
last
remember
name? I
his
can't.
Is it Amy Anderson or something
Amy
like that?
Anderson. Yes.
Amy.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know who that is.
the
Uh-oh.
ex-detective,
Ginger
oh
Fox.
my God, Ginger Locks, they are awesome together. He does the
Oh, cool.
research
You know,
on the property, and she'll even before, and they don't meet. I mean, they
No,
are
not before.
partners, but
yeah,
they
they
don't
do it
meet
separately.
before. They do it separately because she'll go in there at night with the camera guy, and she'll start talking about the house and saying, "Okay."
He's Steve
Before
Buscemi
she
or
even
something
gets,
like that.
yeah, Steve Buscemi. And she said before she even gets into the house, like when there's times she's driving down the street and she's already getting, she said spirits are talking to her already. And when she walks
Oh,
up to the
wow.
house, she can feel if
Yeah.
it's really bad.
The property and everything, even going up
Yep.
to it. Yeah.
Even
He
as
gets,
soon as she
'cause she
walked in the
gets her
door,
vibes.
she's like,
she
yeah,
gets her vibes, and then Steve
Gets
goes
the
and he does all of the records
history.
research for the
Right.
property.
Well, they take everything down so she doesn't have a clue of what's going on.
no,
Yeah.
and then she has an artist that draws what she sees.
yeah.
That really sticks out. And then he talks to them about certain things. So she'll say, well, I have a picture, and her picture matches what he looked
Yeah.
up. I
Those
mean, he's
pictures
so hard.
Wow.
Those
Yeah,
pictures
she's really
too.
spot
All
on.
right, so somebody's gonna
Spot
send me this
on.
link.
I will.
And
It's called
sometimes
Death
he
Files.
even gets like, he freaks out. And he said, he goes, I have to tell you, we do not talk. You know,
Yeah.
she doesn't tell me anything. There was one time that they did have to talk about something, is because something was going on really bad, and they met, and
It
they
was
were
a
giving each
murder
other
that was
advice.
going to be
I think
solved.
it's because the little girl was seeing
Yes, it
stuff,
was
and he
really bad.
didn't
She
know
had
how to handle her.
handle it. So they had to get
Yeah.
together and talk about it. But that was the only time they did that.
Yeah.
And they said that this is like special because of that reason. Because that little
You'll
girl
enjoy it.
was
Ginger
getting,
Waxy's going to binge Dead Files.
oh,
too.
you're gonna binge that thing because you're
Yeah.
gonna love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
I'm so
I need
hooked
some
on
things
that.
to keep me
You
preoccupied.
will.
Yeah,
And
but-
if you want to talk about it, why not? Do a
Right.
panel.
I don't think they have a channel per se. I think you just have to
She's
type
on
in
Facebook.
Dead Files. It's from the Travel Channel.
But there's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just
Yeah.
type
Okay.
in
Just go to
Dead
the
Files.
Travel
It's
Channel.
all different
Yeah.
ones. There's
Yeah.
different
Dead Files. Got it.
Dead
Yeah.
Files.
Got it.
I got to
And
tell you,
you'll-
she's really honest. She believes in she believes in God, and she believes in
Yes.
UFOs, right? And she
Yes.
believes in demons and all of that. Like there's one I watched where she's like, oh no, this isn't a demon, a ghost.
No,
right?
right. I was just
This
gonna
is
say
other
that.
Alien.
Right. It's
You
just
see
another-
one.
Yeah.
I was
One I
shocked.
watched.
Oh,
Yeah. Remember that? She was,
Yeah.
yeah. She told her, she said, it's not an alien. I mean, it's not a ghost. This is an alien. It's
Mhm.
And
it's
even
trying
some of the
to
things
take your
that they,
child.
and that
describe
faith
to
couldn't
her.
move or do anything.
Mhm.
Anything. She's like, there's nothing you can do. They
You
will
can
always
do.
follow you.
They will.
Yeah.
And they're trying to take her. They're trying to take her child. They were trying to
My
take her
God.
family. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it was like a real fourth kind. Remember that movie?
Well, and the fourth kind
Yeah.
too, yeah, because he was trying to tell her no matter where he goes, they follow you because they want something. There's certain people that they hone in on,
Yeah.
and they still don't know because that psychiatrist was trying to figure it out, and then she had that happen. Remember her husband died right next to her when they were sleeping. and they try to say that she killed
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Remember that? And she's
Ginger,
like,
like, you're gonna be all over this. And I'm interested
Okay.
to hear your thoughts.
yeah, you're gonna like her. She'll
She
explain that
I like her. She's
she's been
very
doing
personable.
this since she's been a child. She's had
And
this
she
gift.
gets mad if she finds out someone's been messing with
Oh
Ouija
yeah, with the
boards.
Ouija
Oh,
board.
she gets like, they've been playing with Ouija boards, which is
She knows.
calling spirits, and she knows right away.
She'll know right away. She knows.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh,
No,
it's a
bad
bad
thing.
thing. Stay away from Ouija boards. And she tells people all the time. She says, I keep telling people and they don't listen. And you can't throw it in the garbage. You have to burn it and bury it.
Oh my God, maybe that's what's wrong with like me and my family because we used to play with Ouija boards when we were younger.
No, and you got to learn how to close it.
Oh,
You
we're
always
probably
have to
cursed
say
from that.
goodbye. You have to say goodbye. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, and she
I
even said
Get
she
the
gets
sage.
sick from some of these
Yeah.
places that she goes. I mean, physically
She
sick.
tells people
shit.
never don't because people don't understand it. They'll get scared when they see something and then they close it and put it away. And she's like, no, you can't do that. You have to say goodbye. You have to say you cannot, you can't attach to me. Always say goodbye and close it. But she's like, I
God,
don't
we
recommend
And the
didn't do
anybody,
anything like that.
The ghosts
anybody
yell
doing
at
it.
her. Like they yell at her,
Yeah.
they get mad, or they get in her face, and she's like,
Oh,
hell,
yeah.
I'm not gonna
She's,
deal with you.
And I seen her in one where she was afraid. She was
oh,
afraid
yeah.
to
Remember,
go in
she
the
was going
kitchen. She
downstairs.
was
She was
like,
going
I don't
downstairs
want to
one
go in
time.
there.
Yep. And she
Like,
said,
I don't want to go in there. And the guy that she was with that takes down all the pictures goes, why? And he goes,
She's
she
like,
goes, I see something.
he's bad.
She couldn't
He's,
even look into the corner. She goes, it's
no,
right there.
he's in the corner and he's taunting me and he's got a knife. And then there's times where they'll try to stab, like she'll say it. He's hitting me in the stomach, or ow, he just pulled my hair, or he hit me in the back. He'll,
Wow.
she'll say stuff like
Mm.
that, and she's like, ooh, this one's a real bitch.
I don't
She's
know.
like, yeah,
Wow.
she's got a bad one over here. And
Yeah.
the ones that watch her sleep, the lady, remember the lady was saying every time she tries to sleep, she can't. And she's like, well, he's over your bed watching you.
Oh God.
And he's,
Right.
yeah. And she drew this guy. She drew this demon. And oh my God, you should have seen what she drew. And the lady was like, she says, this is what is in your room every night. And hovering over her was ridiculous.
And you see these people like bawling because they're like, oh my God, because some of the spirits have been seen in their
Haunting
kids'
them.
rooms. They've been seen in their kids' rooms.
It's so
Freaking creepy.
yeah.
Just like my house.
Well, they go after kids because kids are most vulnerable. They take the form of kids, so that's why,
Wow.
and they get their trust. And she explains all that too. And people ask her because she's on Facebook and she talks to people and a lot of people ask her, how do you feel after? She's like, you really, especially with some of them that are really bad and stuff, she has to take time and go home and desensitize herself to this stuff. And she does these little like kind of rituals
Hi,
that,
Ninny.
because there's
How are
time.
you?
Hi, Ninny.
Hey, Nene, we're just talking about you. Say how
Yeah.
sweet and wonderful you
How
are.
funny she is.
But where did she go? Did she drop off again? Why does it smell like sulfur in here?
That's what I'm calling
Oh God.
it.
That's actually, they
Don't like
tell you,
that.
that's one of the smells that they say is not good, a sulfur smell.
It is not bad
What I
things.
smell
Why
all
would
the
it be
time,
bad things, Ninny?
what I
Never
smell
bad.
all the time is burning wood. Like
Burning
something
wood?
is burning.
Hmm.
I always smell it. I mean, there's not a night that I don't go to sleep that I don't smell wood burning.
Oh, wow.
That's really in
And
your
my
own
husband
house.
smells cigarette smoke, and neither of us smoke.
Oh, we've been getting that lately. We don't know why we have no idea why we're getting cigarette smells in our house.
And like he called me upstairs one time and he goes, "Hey, come here." And I said, "What?" He goes, have you been smoking?" I said, "No, I wouldn't be stupid enough to smoke in the house." And he goes, "I smell cigarette smoke." Well, I said, "It's not coming from me.
Vigilant.
I don't know what you're smelling," because I couldn't smell it either. I could not smell it, but he could smell it. That's like the burning wood. He doesn't smell the burning wood. And I swear, it's like you're sitting along a fire outside and you're burning wood. That's what it smells like to me.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I did. Like I said, I only experienced one time at my sister's house, and that was. Mm-mm. I yelled at it. I thought it,
You
and I
yelled at.
the ghost because my sister said it was the. Well, I didn't get to finish telling you the story, but it was the
That's
ghost of the person that lived there. And what happened was every few minutes I would hear this music playing, like a band, like doompa 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 doompa, music. And I'd go downstairs and in my niece's room, she just bought this radio, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I turned it off, went upstairs, and I'm playing with the dog. All of a sudden, I hear it again. I go, "What? Does she have it on a timer? Because that could happen, you know." So I'm looking at it. I can't find the damn button, so I like turned it off again. And then as I'm going up the stairs, the phone rings. I jumped. I almost fell back down the stairs because I got scared. And it was my sister. And I told her, I said, "What's going on?" I said, daughter's, her radio keeps going on. And she's like, "I told you it's the ghost. It's Sarah." And I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Is it playing like circus music? Like doom?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "That's her." Because she don't listen to that music. I go,
Oh
"Cut it
my
out, cut it
God.
out." So we're like going back and forth. And I got a phone call. So she's like, "I'll call you back." Okay. Well, hung up the phone, playing with the dog. I went to call my sister back. I heard the music again. It's like, "What the frick, man?" I'll go
Oh my God.
downstairs. Now,
Oh
Ginger
my
Lads,
God.
I didn't turn it off. I pulled the cord out. Went back upstairs. I get to the top of the stairs. There's a balloon in the corner of the room, and the balloon moved. So when I got to the top of the stairs and that balloon on the corner of my eye, I just saw something move, and I went, "Yeah!"
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's why
And
we
I
used to call her Ninja
Ninja.
Nunya.
Ninja.
And I did this.
Ah, yeah.
I did this stance, and I was like, I look up, and it's a freaking balloon, and I started laughing my ass off, and then the freaking music started, and I was like,
See, I would be out the door, and I don't know why I would be out the door, because would it be safer outside than it would be in the
No.
house? I
So
would go. That's what I would. That would be my instinct. Just run out the house.
And I ran downstairs, and I was so pissed because I'm like, "Wait a minute, I unplugged the son of a bitch." And as soon as I came downstairs, the music stopped, and I go, "All right, listen up, Sarah. You died. You no longer live in this house. You're dead. I know you see the light. Go to the fucking light and get the fuck out of my sister's house."
Hang on, guys.
Uh-oh.
So
We have that.
I went upstairs, and my sister called me, and I jumped. And that was it. I was yelling at her. I told her what happened. I said, "I unplugged it." And she's like, "I told you." "What did you do?" And I said, I screamed at her. I told her to get that frick out of your house. And she's dead.
Oh no.
Go to the freaking light.
Did it work?
She swears on her. My brother didn't believe her. And she goes, "I don't have it anymore. She hasn't been around. Nothing."
Okay.
And my brother said, "Yeah, right." She goes, I'm not kidding." And he goes, "Why? What did you?" And she points to me. She goes, "Because she told him to get the fuck out of my house." And everyone started laughing.
Oh no.
I go, "Wasn't exactly like that, but it was." But she's like, to this day, she doesn't hear a damn thing. Not a damn thing. So my sister goes, "You either probably scared her to go to the light." She probably ran to the light. She was like,
Okay, I must say, I hear you.
I'm like, "Hey, when it went off for the third time and I unplugged it, that's why I was like, what the hell? I felt for my, I said, I'm scared for the dog. I was going to take him back to my place. I said, should I take him with? And she's like, no, don't worry about it. He'll be fine. And then she said, you have, her and her daughter were laughing so hard. And she's like, I got to pee. And she ran to the bathroom. I said, it's not funny, man. I almost fell backwards. I got so scared, was coming up and I saw your freaking balloon in the corner because she just had a party for her son a couple days prior before they went on vacation. And they still had the balloon, which I didn't see it. So, of course, the balloon was dancing around. I said,
that happened that's what happened to me. That was an experience that I had where a balloon was kind of floating midair and it literally turned the corner and turned up the steps and floated up the steps. Like as if like a child was holding
somebody
it.
was holding it and taking it up the steps. Yeah.
And it was like the size of a child. And we were like, what? the?
Really?
Yeah, I was
Maybe.
young. I was like 7th grade or something. I was really young.
Yep. Well, that was probably true. That probably did happen then.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. You were like, oh my God. We thought probably, because we were at my cousin's house, and I thought, okay, probably her older brother Gabby did it. But he wasn't around. He didn't do it. We're like, oh.
Well, so that was my story. And she swears to God, nothing ever since it happened.
Wow.
Well, good. There you go. I scared your ghost away. My mom was laughing.
I'll go live someplace else where I'll live.
Right?
Someone would love me.
I think she did go to the light because everybody, my sister said that the day they bought the house, she was the only person that lived there. So it was obvious it was her.
Crazy
some
story.
people and that's what this person, Amy, teaches you, that some people, when they die, they're stuck in between. Okay. And that's why they call them earth spirits. And they're still here thinking that they're not dead. And they're like, what's going on? So they still here. You have to teach them to go to the light. You're not of this world anymore.
No.
Right.
Some of them you need a little push, which that's.
And you gave her a shove.
No, I think I was more scared, and that's why I was yelling at her. I don't know. This was everything in my being was like, get out of here. and then when I hung up for my sister, I said, yeah, I'm gonna go. You sure don't want me to take the dog? She's like, no, he's gonna be fine. We're coming home tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. I gotta get out of here because I'm not gonna deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. I was going potty.
It's okay.
I don't know. I do not know how people can stay on live for 6 and 8 hours and not go to the bathroom. I go to
the bathroom. I pause.
Oh yeah, he does. He always does this.
Yeah. I'm mute.
I'll normally mute or something.
Yeah.
I did mute, but when you're gone for a while, and none is good for this. Carla, where are you, Carla? And I'm in the bathroom, and I'm like, I can't answer her because I don't want her to hear me.
I'm pissed.
Just say.
I know, I'm mute when I'm done. I'm going to the bathroom, for God's sake.
Michelle do it all the time when we have to pee. We're like, gotta pee, and then we hit the, because sometimes you can't help it. Or I just
sometimes you really have to go, and you don't have time to say that. You just go.
Well, sometimes I know when you're muted. I figured that you're probably peeing or something happened or whatever. You'll tell me.
See, with my condition, I'm good. I don't have to worry too much.
Why?
Because I don't get a lot of. It's hard for me to get fluid in.
Don't they give you stuff to drink?
No, it's through my feeding tube.
So you can't drink anything either?
Anything that's thick like that is difficult for it to stay down.
Anything that's what?
Like thick.
Well, can't you? I mean, can't you eat something? I mean, drink something that's not thick. You know what
I
I mean?
mean, there are some things, but there's a lot of things I can't stomach.
Because I know
I
I remember seeing you in your car and you were drinking some kind of drink
What about
I
kefir? Because
that
that's
you
good.
could drink and you held it down. It was I
oh,
can't remember what it was.
it probably was the bottle of I put water and I have these things called drip drops.
No, it wasn't a bottle. It was like a drink from like a Starbucks or something like that. It was like this big thing in this container.
Maybe it
You
was
told me what
Starbucks
it
coffee.
was. It was like some kind of drink that you got from some place.
Well, see,
And that's what
sometimes
I'm
when
wondering if you could
like for
drink.
instance, if I want to go have a milkshake, I'll order a small milkshake
Mhm.
Mhm.
and I drink whatever I can, and the rest is garbage. I can't eat it all or drink it all.
Well, how much of that can you drink though?
Well,
It
if it's small.
depends day to day. It really depends. It depends just on the day. Like there might be days that I could take a
Hey,
sip
Mr. J.
and
Hey,
it's
Mr.
just
J.
not staying down. And then there could be days where I could probably get a whole one down. It just depends on the day.
But are you
But
still
I
like
can't
able
drink it.
to eat scrambled eggs and mashed potatoes and
Oh
stuff?
yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
applesauce too.
That's
Applesauce is good.
Those are soft foods. Yeah.
it's a little acidy,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, they told me
But
not, but that they told me I should eat Jello, not anything but the red Jello.
which is the good Jello.
Well, I like
Yeah.
I
Jello.
like
I'm
that.
getting used to it.
Because of the
You
diet.
just-
Oh, what happened to Jen?
Oh, she
Sometimes
hopped
it,
down.
yeah,
Can't hit
sometimes she just
down.
hops down. Sometimes it's her internet. Most of the time it's her internet. She gives up.
That's like Gemma. Gemma's up here and then
Yeah, and
she's
then she goes.
gone.
Right.
Then she disappears. Well, I'm going to close down, guys. It's
Yeah,
been
Yeah, we've been on
Yeah,
here for
good
a
long
while.
one. Good
I
long
haven't
one.
been this. I haven't
That's
been
a
on this.
record for
I'm
you.
sorry, Mr. J. I'm just
Hi,
haven't.
Mr. J. Good to see you, Mr. J.
It's
I
good to
Are
understand.
you
see you.
going live, Jason?
I don't know. I might tonight. I don't know because tomorrow night I should be hanging out with my buddy. So tonight might be the last time I have a chance to this weekend. Then Sunday I celebrate my grandniece's birthday. She's
Yeah,
2 years
she's
old. Yeah.
Oh,
cute.
that's nice.
Cute. At such a
Yeah.
cute age.
Yeah.
I
So
love the
sweet.
terrible
Wow.
twos.
I remember when I was two, but back in 1970.
So was I.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Well,
Cool.
1972. No,
76?
yeah,
Yeah.
no, 1977. I would have been two.
Oh, 1977 you've been two? Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I was born in
you were born
68.
in what, in 75?
Yes.
6?
Oh, wow. I was born in
75. My
68.
son was born in 79.
Wow.
So
Not
you're
far away from me.
nope, not at all, daughter.
When were you born?
Oh, stop it. You're totally
Yeah, right.
like I couldn't even think of you that way.
I know.
And
You
then,
are my
I'm a
equal.
goofball.
and
I'm
then
a
it's
goof.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
I
try.
see you as my age, so it doesn't matter. I see you all as my age anyway.
There you go.
Hi,
Yeah.
Spoofy.
That's right. I am.
All right, everyone.
Totally
Carlos, thank you
lying.
for having us up. And
Give
you
it
know
up.
what?
Close
I
down and
appreciate Jen
Yeah.
coming up and saying what she said.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah, that was
It,
nice.
it meant a lot to me too.
Me too.
It
I
did.
mean, that's the thing. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not willing to judge anybody. Just do what you need to do and just don't bring it here. That's all. That's all I ask is don't bring it here.
And she doesn't.
You know,
And that's what
and
she
we don't.
was trying
You
to
know,
tell
well,
us.
Yeah.
I don't take it anywhere with me really, but
Right.
Yeah.
it
It doesn't matter.
I appreciate.
You always end up. It doesn't matter. I've tried to do that too. And it's like my name comes up. I'm like, oh my Jesus, what did I do now?
Oh, no.
I hate
Why
that.
is that name being brought up? Why?
Thanks for the
Yeah.
flowers, Blank Slate. Those are pretty.
Oh,
She
cool.
sent us
Yeah,
flowers.
that is sweet.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna go. I have to go to bed
Well,
now myself.
and you know what? And you got to binge watch
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. What is it called again? It's
Dead files.
Dead Files.
Oh,
Dead Files.
It's
Got
all
it.
go
yeah.
to
Oh,
all
and check
season.
out that the Yokosuba final hell noodle challenge I did too. It's pretty good. You'll
Oh,
like
what was
it.
that
Okay.
movie?
You have to
What was
see
that movie
That's
again?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Jason, what was that movie that Bailey was talking about again? On
Uh
HBO? Bad
Barbarian. Barbarian.
Barbarian. Okay.
Barbarian.
Yeah. Not
I want,
nothing to do with Conan. I mean, it is a horror movie, but I reviewed it. You can check out my review of it. I reviewed it with John too.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we saw it a while back. That was a good
We have
one.
All right.
HBO
I'm
Max.
jumping off, guys.
All
Bye.
right. Bye,
Bye.
I
sweetheart.
love you guys, by the
Love
way. You
you
guys are the
too.
greatest.
Love you
Bye,
And
too.
hon.
everybody in the chat. Thank
You
you.
too. Bye, sweetheart.
Yeah, thank you
Bye,
guys
hon.
for coming in. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're
Always.
welcome.
If someone's going to go live, just let me know and I'll
Okay.
be in there.
All right. Cool. Awesome. All right. You have a nice Friday, honey. Okay.
Okay, you too, sweet he.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay.
All
Bye.
right. Goodbye.
I hit the lead studio.
Yeah.